Mhm. 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 Hey, are you still grocery shopping and stuff? Okay. Oh yeah, they've like cut the meat and stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, when you're about yeah, okay, go ahead. Okay. Yeah, okay. Anyway, sure. So like in an hour or two when we have our break, I would like you to download the Beyond 20 extension on like Google Chrome or Firefox so that we could see all the dice rolls in one channel, because I want to use like the dice rolling bot channel to like show the dice rolls instead of the. Oh, okay then. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and if for whatever reason you can't find that, you can just always like just type it your role into the channel itself. Oh, hey, Jeremy. Yeah. So, Mega is currently doing like groceries or something, but he's in chat to listen. In the meanwhile, do you have the table plop open on your end? Okay, because we need to see the things. Also, we still have about 7 minutes till 4. So in the meantime, um, do you have the Beyond 20 extension? Because I want everyone to see the what's it called? The thing in the dice bot rolling channel, the one that's just above the channel we're in right now. Yeah. Okay, so just like, do you know how to like connect it to a specific Discord channel? Because otherwise, I'll show you. Okay. Give me a second. Beyond 20 Discord integration. If you search that up, you should find the results. I'll walk you through that. So you have to like, um, I think it's the puzzle piece on the right side of the Google Chrome where you. Oh yeah, you need a secret key. So wait, I have to send it? Let's see. You can also mention a specific channel or user for the roles to be sent to. Let's see. Huh. Okay, because it should be you click it on your end and it appears in the channel. And let's see what it looks like on my end. Um, okay, so this should be the instructions here. If we can't figure that out now, you can just type in your role into this channel, the one above the voice channel after whatchamacallit, you like get the role so that we can see it when we're doing the recordings. Oh yeah, I should check to make sure I'm actually recording it. Let's see. Settings. And so have you gotten the VTT open? Yeah, the VTT is more important. You can ignore the Beyond 20 thing for now. Okay. Yeah, that one. That one's good, yeah. Yep. Oh, hey, Pumpkin. What's going on? Yeah, so if you open the tabletop VTT, you should be able to see the things. Oh yeah, that thing, right? Right. And do you remember what the setting was to make sure your stream is being recorded? Like, let's see, where was that? Because I'm just double checking that. So there's like 4 minutes until 4, so we'll start then. Let's see. Level one for what? The table plop? That doesn't matter. We're using the D&D Beyond levels. Oh, okay. So yeah, just level him up. Or is Puddle? What gender is Puddle Paws again? Okay, a dude. Yeah, so you can just level him up to 5, and like if there's anything like that takes a long time to fill in, don't worry about that. We'll get to it when we get to the battle scenes, which will be a while from now. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Where was that? Can you while Pumpkins is setting up her character, Jeremy, can you go to the Twitch link and check to see if it's like online? I'm not gonna like send it to people until it's like until we actually start, but like I just want to make sure like you can hear my voice, etc., and everyone else's voice. Oh wait, I think you're muted. I have to unmute my desktop. I think you're muted. I have to unmute my desktop. I think you're muted. Okay, but were you able to hear like other people? Okay, this should be better now. Okay, let's see. Oh, and Terrence still isn't here yet, but we can start in 1 minute, and then he'll show up when he's ready. Let's see. So, oh, I don't think regular tabaxis have dark vision, do they? Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, we'll just count that as that then, and then we'll take a look at the that homebrew catfolk thing later. So creator dashboard. Okay. Settings stream. Store past broadcast. Yes, automatically save. Okay, so I have it set up, and the timer is done. So we will now start. And let's see. Oh yeah, I'll send the link to people. Okay. Now then, yeah. Anyway, oh, yeah, give me a second. Why don't we focus on that later? Also, give me a second. I want you two to like just the blacksmith, can you count from like 10 to 1? Because I want to see if I can hear you on the stream.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Wait, let's see. Wait, let's see. Wait, let's see. Wait, let's see. Wait. Oh, there we go. So I'll just. And Pumpkins, should I unmute my desktop audio too, or just the microphone audio? I always get confused by that one.
Well, your desktop audio is sounds that happen like in the game that you're streaming.
Okay.
The desktop audio would probably be the Discord call.
Okay, so I'll just unmute everything. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay then. So now I should be able to hear you, and I will remove the. I'll hide the timer from the screen, and there we go. Now then, we are in the ruins of Horizon Academy, and the new King Richard from the north has come to talk to the party about possibly joining an alliance. Across the table from him is Kumuk the Druid and Professor Paul, and they are eating turkey. So, Jeremy, tell us about Richard and what your kingdom is.
So Richard himself is he's a human. He's a human fighter. He carries two flails as his like main weapon, and can't really see like any distinct features on him because he's
Can't really see
armor,
like
but any distinct features on him because he's just
can't really see
armor.
like,
And his
but,
kingdom is mainly focused on military matters and such. It also is very religious. So
Okay. And you can describe your kingdom, Pumpkins, and your PC, and then we'll move to Mega if you are free at the moment. Otherwise, if you're still doing groceries, just type something in the chat.
Yep, I am driving
Okay.
to
And
description.
Terrence is here, and his character is the elephant person. I think it was Laxodon. Was that correct?
Yes,
I think so.
here.
Yeah. Okay, and you'll introduce yours last, so go ahead, Pumpkins.
All right. So Professor Puddlepaws is sitting at the table, just nibbling his turkey. He is barely tall enough to see over the table. And overall, he just looks very uncomfortable being there. He would much rather be in his laboratory or tinker station, as he would like to call it. And he's just looking very anxious. He's just nibbling on his turkey, his ears kind of back a little bit. And Professor Puddlepaw's kingdom is one of tinkerers and adventurers, and and people who pursue the pursuit of knowledge more than the pursuit of wealth.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then next, I believe, would be
that are very dense, and floating islands. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just a cool steampunk society with cats. Ugh.
Yes, that's very nice, and we'll be visiting that, I think, 1 or 2 sessions later. Now,
Yeah.
Next would be Kumuk.
Okay, Kumuk is an elderly turtle of a druidic circle. He's very chill at the dining table, sprinkling a variety of herbs and spices onto the leg to marinate it and flavor it up in his own way. He leads the Shroom Sovereignty, who last session was hosting a harvest festival, which was disrupted by the I Spy fish during the Mad Trip migration. He is still searching for any sorts of news on Spyfish and who he was affiliated with. So he's hoping to get this talk sorted and get back to searching, because those who disrupt the Harvest Festival will be hunted severely.
Yes. And the current king of where we are right now, which is the Horizon country, Terrence, describe your kingdom and PC.
The Kingdom of Horizon is a magical nation. Primarily, it is about the advancement of magical knowledge and the betterment of mankind through the use of it. And for Patrick is an 8 foot tall Loxon. He probably has the dad bod 2.0 going on. Probably looks like his own dad with the big belly on him. He's an elderly Loxon. He's been going at this for a while. He's very, very in depth with his research.
Now, for Patrick, you are currently hosting a quite scrumptious turkey dinner, and Richard from the north is a strong military country, that's the north of you, and is interested in the possibility of an alliance with the not Swiss Confederacy, but actually the Swiss Confederacy of your current unification of countries. But there are a few issues to discuss between terms of the countries. And after you've finished eating and exchanging pleasantries, a little bit of bargaining begins. Now, who wants to say the first word?
I'll start it off since Patrick's here. Everyone, welcome to Horizon. I hope you do enjoy the festivities. I apologize that we are in the ruins. I assumed it would be a good eccentric. Unfortunately, there is a separation of school and state. It is why you could not be at the academy, and the local town hall isn't quite up to par. Now, I believe we have come here in pursuit of a possible addition to the alliance with Mr. Richard over here, Lord Richard. Now, as part of the alliance, we do have certain obligations as per our treaties, if you would be willing to hear this out before we begin delegation.
Yeah.
Professor Puddlepaws just kind of like nods a little bit. Quick nod.
Very, very well. Certain stipulations that we currently do abide by is we do respect the autonomy of all nations within the alliance, as well as that we are under an alliance obligation that when one is attacked, the others must respond and provide aid in some capacity. In addition to this, we also have been working upon trade agreements. Interstate trade agreements are settled between individual states. Is there anything you would in particular like to know?
Well, I have heard a little bit about the mushroom sovereignty and their, how should I put this, their creation of drugs, I guess you shall say. I do not know how well that will flow within my kingdom. Drugs are a very touchy subject when it comes to my kingdom's religion, and I would prefer to keep them out of my country.
Well, that is no worries. We do not deal only in stimulants and hallucinogenics. We also carry a variety of poultices, healing, and other varieties.
I see. Well, some of those would be acceptable. Obviously, can always have pulses and things with healing properties, but I think, excuse me, I think what I personally would bring to the table would be a strong country with a even stronger military, and I think that could, I hope that would be of use to all of you.
Puddle Paws kind of pipes up. It's like, I can outfit everybody with weapons and gear. Yes.
That sounds pretty good.
So, the first item of the docket, then, your
Where he was sitting at the table, excited.
is Professor Pedalpulse.
Yes. Yes.
Very well. So as I was saying, Lord Richard, for the first item upon the docket today on discussion is your country's particular stance upon the medicinal qualities of certain items that are produced within the Shuram sovereignty. If you do not wish to have such items imported into your country, I'm certain you and Lord Kumuk can come to a mutual understanding. However, I would like to bring to light if Lord Luck would not mind me saying so.
Talking to me?
Yes, would you like to inform Lord Richard about the particular troubles in your nation that might affect such illegal importation?
Oh, believe me, traversing my country is a difficulty in it of itself if you do not have a guide or not used to the environment. We have a variety of hostile plant life which deter any sort of smugglers or illegal harvesting of plants that should not be harvested until properly prepared. Believe me, we've had a few adventurous sorts try and harvest our plantations without permission. They did not. They were very surprised by our natural response.
Country. In the meanwhile, you do hear muffled cries from the southwest.
Muffled cries from the southwest.
Yes. And as you do so, there seems to be what looks like two Horizon Academy students surrounded by three mini ghosts. Seems to be Baldwin Smith, one of the prize pupils, and to the right is Wizcat with his little wizard hat thingy.
Lord Luck, I was actually referring more towards the bandits that might involve in such illegal importation. But then hearing that noise, unfortunately, could you please excuse me for but a moment? I need to check on this. And Patrick will get up from the table and start making his way off to see what's up with the students.
Right, and as you do, Wizcat does turn towards you, and he tells you what has been going on. And I've actually wrote a song about this, and I will play it as soon as I can find the app. Okay, there we go. Let's see. I used my last spell slot. Cantrips are all I got. Wasted my last spell slot only to miss the shot. My party's going to die while I sit down and cry. I'm feeling so distraught that I missed my last shot. My last shot. My last shot. Okay, and I have to. Okay, so after hearing that song that I just forgot was on loop, so I had to close it. Where are we? Is the desktop audio functioning? Anyways, you hear that WizCat and his little party of level 1 wizards had certain problems fighting what seems to be ghosts in the ruins, and now they need your help.
Ooh, combat.
Yes. So, are you saying anything, Willie?
Baldwin, what were you all doing that deep into the ruins? As the subject matter of today's assignment specified, that hidden here, up here, on the ground level, are several artifacts, as he holds his hands up in quotations,
Mm-hmm.
that you were supposed to find, and you were figure out their relation to one another and a way to bring them back to the academy. You were not supposed to be going deeper. That was for the advanced students.
Yes, I know, but it's just that these ruins were so old and had so much history, I just couldn't help myself. Really, I mean, I've always wanted to be an archaeologist slash wizard, but with the ruins right in front of me, I couldn't help myself, and I went ahead, and my friends tried to stop me, and they followed, but what happened after? Oh no, we tried to run back towards, but it seems some of them came out to chase us too.
Very well, very well. Go and head towards the delegation table. Let them know that this is going to take a bit.
Yes, sir. And he gives a little bow to you, and then we'll go to the delegation table and tell them what you said. In the meanwhile, everyone can roll initiative. And I will add initiative. Let's see.
That's a 7.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit, nat 20 right off the bat.
Woo!
Yep. And
I am back at my computer. Perfect
Yeah.
timing for initiative.
yeah, initiative. There we go. Okay, so let's.
Oh. There we go. That's a nat 1.
Ish.
Wow.
Kumuk
Okay.
is taking his time with his dinner. He is in no hurry. I just imagine it's like that turtle with a tomato is going just really slow.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Kumuk got a 2, and then Paz got a 7, and let's see, Richard got a 13. Nut isn't here right now. Huh. This isn't working right. There we go.
That 13 was when I was testing out some rolls. For some reason,
Okay.
the Beyond 20 thing, I think I need to deactivate it.
Oh yeah. I should have like experimented with that earlier, but I only thought of it now. So just ignore the Beyond 20 for now, or like disable your extension, and then just do a regular like initiative roll.
All right, give me 1 second.
We can experiment at a later date.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So Tableplop has updated their software, and now when you double click the text box in the initiative, it just goes like randomly, and I have no idea what's going on here. Okay.
I got a 19. I don't know why I didn't add my modifier.
Okay. Okay then. So looks like who got a nine? Okay, so Pa's got a 7, so I don't know why it said 19 there. There we go. Okay, so if anybody's initiative is incorrect, let me know. Otherwise, it is William's turn. And you see the ghosts surrounding. You hear the sounds of ghosts and what sounds like also Baldwin Smith, one of your prized pupils, and you're on the other side of the wall. What do you do?
Oh, well, we're going to say Patrick's going to move 25 feet to here and then another 5 feet to here.
Mm-hmm.
And that should give him line of sight at least to these two. Spotting that first ghost near Baldwin, Patrick is going to... Let's do something fancy here. Too bad I don't have... Too bad I don't have the radiant. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and hit him with a level 3 magic missile. Let's see what that does.
Mm-hmm.
Minimum damage, so that's gonna
Wow.
be 10 damage to the first ghost.
Oh, okay. Okay, and are you doing anything else with your turn?
It should be the end of my turn since I cast the spell.
Okay, so it's ghost number 1's turn, and it will attempt to possess Baldwin, and for that, I will have to make. Let's see. Oh, I don't have to make any rolls for that, but I'll just move it over his head, and oh, the layer isn't very good here. I have to manually move the characters over each other. Okay. Oh no, I can actually move the ghost from the background higher in the turn order. That didn't work. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now it is over him, and the ghost 1 turn is over. So now it is Richard's turn.
All right, so I will get up from my seat,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to go investigate what's happening because I'm assuming each square is 5 feet.
Yep. And your movement speed is...
$30.
Okay.
So I will move down there.
And do you want to, like, dash? Or keep
Yeah,
your movement
I'm
for something else?
I will dash,
Okay.
which just doubles my movement speed, so. Move down there.
Okay, then. And if you don't have any bonus actions to do, it will be the next ghost's turn. And this ghost will attempt to go up here and try to possess Williams. So for that, you can make a wisdom save.
Wisdom saving throw. I'm good at these. Apparently not.
Okay, a
9.
9. Okay, so in this case, the ghost, I'll just put him above your character like that, and I'll rank you as, I'll put PS on your thing for possessed, and at the beginning of your next turn, you have the chance to break out with that with another wisdom save. But for now, the ghost will... What's your movement speed?
30 feet. I already used all 30.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. But while you are possessed, 30 feet, so that'll be 15. And then I'll just move your guy here. and then the ghost here. And let's see. What's let me check what your cantrips are. I don't want to use any. I don't think this ghost is a high enough level to use any spell slots, but oh wait, it can't use magic. It can only do physicals. Anyways, after that, it is the next ghost's turn, and it will go through the wall and end up here. And now it is Professor Puddlepaw's turn. Pumpkin, Sentient Pumpkin, it's your turn.
My Discord audio is like cutting out every once in a while.
Oh.
But yeah, Professor Puddlepaws, upon hearing the sounds of combat, is going to reach into his pocket in the front of his overalls and pull out like a tiny like pink and white radiant shaped turnip. And as soon as he pulls it out and throw it, it like expands into his turnip neck. And he's gonna jump on top, start steering it, and he is.
So what is that called? A turtleneck?
Turnip mech.
Turnip. Okay.
Seeing that
Turnip mech?
Seeing that Kumuk.
Oh, turnip mech. Okay. Let's see. What can I use as a symbol for that? I'll just use a shield. To represent the mech.
She did Doodle.
There we go.
She did Doodle one. Came out really
Yeah.
well.
Oh yeah. I'll add that during the break. Let's see.
Yeah. So and then Professor Puddlepaws is going to cast Heroism. So until the spell ends, creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of its turns. So
Okay.
my stalwart defender gets 6 temporary hit points. Now it is the defender's turn because it takes its turn immediately after mine. And it is going to take the dash action, and it has 40 feet of movement speed.
Okay.
So it's going to just try and get as close as it can to the combat.
Okay, so this is 35, and then, okay, so... Oh, it can get, like, about here. Or here. So, which one?
Let's go for the top one. Will I be able to get flanking advantage even though he's possessed?
No. It's kind of like over him, so it's kind of like, it looks like Tableplop is having technical difficulties. As you can, give me a second. What just happened? Okay. Yeah, they were having like server problems earlier today, so this guy's technically like on the same plane, so you can get like around like here.
Okay, I'll go there then.
Yep.
All right. And that will be my turn.
Okay. And next turn it is Kumuk.
Okay. Let's see. That takes that, and that takes that. Seeing how there is a ghost problem now. Just to double check. If I have a cantrip that's an action and one that's a bonus action, can I use both? Can't remember.
I believe it was cantrip
one
for
spell.
action if you like use a spell slot as a bonus action. For example, if you're a warlock and you do Eldritch Blast and then Hex, that's allowed. But like you cannot do like you cannot do like Hex and Fireball, which are both leveled spells. So just tell me what you want to do and what the levels of the spells are, or if it's a cantrip.
Oh no, I was just gonna chill, touch, and chalet and start making my way to him.
Okay, and Chalet is a cantrip.
Bonus action.
Chalet
Yep, both are
is
cantrips.
okay. Both are cantrips. Yeah, I'll just allow it for now, and then I'll check the rules later. So go ahead.
Okay, so one ghost hasn't possessed somebody yet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will bonus action chalet my quarterstaff, and I will chill touch that undead. So I'm
Oh,
guessing
okay.
it's this guy.
Let me check. So yeah, that would be kind of pink ghost. Yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
chill touch to hit. Let's see, it 18.
18 does hit. Yeah.
Okay, it's taking 10 necrotic damage.
Okay. So that would be. And with that, a bit of ectoplasm falls off its side where the chill touch cleaved it. And the ghost gives a little shiver.
Okay, and if it has any sort of HP recovery, it cannot do that, and I will get up from the table and walk my 30 feet. Actually, no, I'll stick by the table and enjoy my food.
Oh, okay. Someone is a gourmet over here. All right. Baldwin will, let's see, make his 15 feet of movement while possessed, and then a another 15. And what cantrips did he have again? Fist.
Yeah, I got him right in here. His spells are cantrips are create bonfire, mold earth, and shape water.
Okay. Create bonfire. And how what's the range on that one?
60-foot range.
Okay. So
Dex save 13.
okay, so he would do that on the mech. Does it is it like something it's not 2 hits, so it can't like go through it won't like accidentally hit you if he misses. So okay, pumpkins, you can do the dex save on the turnip mech.
Alright, I'm just gonna roll a d20 and add the modifier because it's
Mhm.
not letting me roll directly on the mech stat block.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's a 10 plus 1.
Okay. So that would how much damage would that be, Fist?
Let
You
me
can
roll
roll
that.
that. Yeah.
It's a 1d8. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Oops, that's way too big. Let's see. I'll make this size 10. And there we go. Okay, so that's the reference for what the mech looks like. I'll just leave it here on the side. All right, so you'll take that. The mech will take that damage, and how damaged is that compared to its full health?
How much damage did it do?
1.
Oh, really? Only one?
1? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mech is fine. Mech is fine.
Yeah, mech.
It's like a little ding on it.
Okay, well, it looks like Baldwin is trying to resist the control, so it didn't do as much damage as the ghost thought it would. And it is William's turn again. Now, roll a wisdom save to try and get out of the possession.
Can my owl familiar with me attempt to give me the help action?
Yes. Let me see where I put the owl. Okay, because characters, PC. Yeah, okay, anyway, while I try and find the owl, you, do the help action with your wisdom save.
11.
11. Okay, 11 with help. It looks like you're still possessed for this turn, unfortunately. And what happens? Okay, I can't find the owl, but I will. Where did the owl go? I thought I had it.
He's not with me these days.
Okay, I'll just leave it here, and I'll just put it like around here, and yeah. So you will do a let's see. Do like just like a regular unarmed against the mech.
All right. Regular old unarmed attack. Here we go. Hit with my quarterstaff is 11. The hit.
That misses.
Okay, so that misses, and you notice that the ghosts are quite low level compared to you, even though you're possessed. It's not too dire of a situation. Kumuk is still eating his meal while watching you fight, so you can expect the atmosphere here. All right, so Ghost 1 turn. He already moved Baldwin, so I'll skip, and it's Richard's turn.
Cool. I'm gonna move up here so
Okay.
I have a line of sight onto because this ghost down here isn't possessing anybody, right?
Yeah, not possessing nobody. You can see it. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to shoot at it with my firebolt.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 6 to hit. That's unfortunate.
Oh wow. Okay, so that one misses as the ghost looks at you weird, and you get a bit of embers on the grass, and it kind of smells like the turkey you just ate.
Ish.
All right. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'll just call it my turn.
Okay. And next turn is Ghost 3. That's possessing Williams, and he just did his. So it's Ghost 2 now. And let's see. So this ghost will try to do a horrifying visage and try and make you frightened. Now, of course, the people already possessed by ghosts are unaffected by this, but I will make the rolls for that. So, let's see. Richard and Paz both make wisdom saves.
Wisdom save. Oh, 21.
Okay,
I get a
so,
15.
okay, so neither of you are frightened, and the ghost considers its option and uses its movement speed too. And I'll move this. Oh, wait. Which screen was I on? I'll move this out of the way because we already know what it looks like. And the ghosts will. Let's see. Yeah, just move through the wall and go back to the other side. And that ends its turn. And now, Pause, it's your turn.
All right. So how is he being like possessed? Can I see the ghost like above him, or has the ghost like completely gone inside?
Well, this is a small ghost, and it kind of looks like he's wearing a jellyfish
Okay.
hat. Like, you can kind of see the ghost's arms moving in and out of his ears. His
Okay.
big elephant ears.
All right. So sorry, I haven't played an artificer before.
I understand. Yeah, I played an artificer
Yeah.
like a few weeks ago, and I'm like, what do I do? So because
there's
it's like
so many things I can do.
yeah, because we're like in the first few sessions, I'll give you some time to think, but like when we actually get into it, we better know what we're doing. But for now, it's okay. Okay, and while you're thinking about what to do, Kumuk and Luck are finishing their meal. Now, Nut isn't here at the moment because I think he's moving states or something. But
Yeah.
let me know when you're ready. Otherwise, I'll just like have
Yeah, I'm
Wizcat talk to
ready.
Kumuk.
I'm
Okay, go
ready.
ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to attack and fire 2 crossbow bolts from the top of my mech at the little jellyfish cat.
Okay.
So I'll roll twice. That's 14 to hit on this one and a 9 to hit.
Okay, so the 9 misses and the 14 hits. Now, the ghost will make a con save to see if it maintains
14 hits.
control. Yeah. And the ghost, let's see. Okay, the ghost is still on its, on William's head. Now,
Yeah, and the ghost takes 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay. Let's see. 7 damage. And, okay. Is there anything else you can do?
Now it's my mech's turn because the mech takes its turn right after mine.
Okay.
The mech, since I casted heroism on it, it gains 6 more temporary hit points.
Mm-hmm.
And it is going to Steel Defender. It is going to do a force empowered rend. So it is going to try and attack the ghost.
Okay.
Yeah, so it does 1d20 plus 6
1d. Okay, and the damage
to hit.
that.
So it's a 10 to hit.
Okay, so 10 to hit, and that is unfortunately. Let me check. Oh wait, that actually hits. So go ahead. And your damage?
That does hit. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you look at the ghost, and it's kind of
Does-
easy to hit since it's right on his head and like really bright colored.
Alright. That does 13 damage.
Oh, okay. Oh, I just got an award on Twitch for starting my stream on time. Huh. Okay, 13 damage, and that would be. And as as the mech hits it, you see some blue ectoplasm fly into the trees behind you, and some birds come down and peck it and like take it up to their nest to eat. And I assume your turn is over, so that would be Kumuk's turn.
My turn once again.
Yeah.
All right, so that ghost is still standing.
Let's see. So all the ghosts are currently there. One of them has fled through the wall after failing to scare anyone, and Baldwin and Williams are still possessed by each a ghost.
Gotcha. We don't have anything that's very good at getting those ghosts out. What about this? I gotta be closer. All right, Kumuk will get it from the table. 30 feet this way. And
You finally
get
get up from the
closer.
table after finishing your meal.
Why? He doesn't want to let food go to waste.
Yeah.
I guess I will hold my. What can I do to whack at the knot? They can make a saving throw if I hit them, right?
Yeah,
trying
they
to get
make
the ghost
they
out?
make like a con save to see if they like stay on the head or they get whacked off.
Okay. And Professor Paws was able to hit the ghost, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll chuck another chill touch on the one possessing Williams.
Okay. So roll that.
Yep. Oof. Oh, that's a 12 though. There's
A
a
12.
12 hit.
Okay, so 12 does hit, and it will try to hold on that huge elephant head. And
3 necrotic.
3 necrotic. Oh wow! This one did better. It's still on. It's still on the head, unfortunately. Huh. Okay, and anything else come up?
Nope.
Okay, so now for Baldwin's turn. This ghost will, let's see, have Baldwin move. Yeah, 15 feet this way. And then he will try to possess Puddle Paws by jumping bodies. Now, Paws, roll a wisdom save.
Nat 20.
Okay,
Aha!
with a natural 20, the ghost is ejected out of you and spits out a hairball. And that will do, let's see, I'll roll a d4 for that.
Choking damage.
That does 2 damage to the ghost. And I want to see if there's a sound effect for this.
Choking.
No, hairball. Okay, yeah, maybe
Try
choke. I hope it's not inappropriate when I play this.
Are you choking? Are you choking?
Okay, well, whatever that was, if anybody remembers that reference, I don't know where that's from, but I'll subtract the ghosted damage. Let's see, so that would be 2 damage. And, Baldwin Smith shakes his head and looks around him at the scene and is wondering what's going on. Meanwhile, it is, let's see, William's turn. Now make your save, and hopefully you can shrug off the ghost.
Hopefully I can. I'm having my familiar help me again.
Yep.
Does a 25 work?
Yes, that is enough, and I'll move the ghost off you. The ghost hits the wall and kind of dissolves halfway into it, but it's still out. Now, well, that was your action. Do you want to do any movement or bonus actions?
Yeah. For my bonus action, I will my spell list again. For my bonus action, I'm going to use chalet on my quarterstaff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell Baldwin, get back to the school. Get the other students out.
Okay. And he will listen to your command on his turn. As he shakes his head, yes.
Alright.
Okay, and then next, Ghost 1's turn. So after Ghost 1 was pulled away, let's see, what will it do? It will try to possess, Richard. So, Richard, roll a wisdom save as it goes beside you.
Ooh, that's
5. Oh no, now it's your turn to get possessed. Okay, so now let's see. Remind me when your turn is on the turn order. Oh, it's right after. Okay, so Richard, you can roll another wisdom save to see if you get out, because it's your turn immediately after. And it's a 10. That's not high enough. So I'm just gonna move you this way towards Kumuk with the ghost, and then you can just do one attack with your main weapon against Kumuk, and we'll see how that works out.
That is a 8. to hit.
Oh, wow, you're really resisting the ghost's attack. You just hit ground.
Our
Come
low
up.
rolls are coming into our favor.
Yeah, I know. All your bad rolls are being burned on these ghosts. We should do this more often. Kumuk
Ghosts
just
are having a
looks
hard
at him
time
as
controlling
he,
the body.
yeah, as he swings like right over his head, and it's like I'm over here type of look. Like there isn't really any tension at all. It kind of still feels like a picnic in the ruins. All right, Ghost 3 will try to use its fear ability to drive everyone away from it. And okay, everyone can roll a wisdom save, except for Kumuk and Richard. So Pause and Williams rolls wisdom saves.
And my mech is immune to fear.
Oh, okay then. If that's the case, then
Yeah.
okay. So your mech is immune
My
to fear, but
mech
you
is
are
immune.
yeah, but
I
you're
am not, but I rolled a 19.
okay. So that doesn't matter. You're immune for this turn too. And Williams got a 24. Okay, so nobody's scared of these ghosts anymore. So it will just try to go through the wall and join its buddy on the other side there. Now, Ghost 2 will also try to jet out of there. But, let's see. Yeah, so it will try to jet out of here, but as it passes out of the whatchamacallit, the range of this character hiding in the trees, and I'll make this public. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Show, yeah. It will trigger a reaction attack or an opportunity attack, and let's see, how much damage does that do? I'll go to the... Which one was that? Huh, I'm losing track with all these screens. That will hit and do... let's see. Quite a bit of damage, but the ghost is still corporeal. And after that, you notice the cat woman who stabbed the ghost in the back with a dagger seems kind of familiar. Now,
Familiar to who? If you don't mind me
well,
asking.
it would. Well, okay, so Williams and Pause, you kind of see this because there are holes in the walls, so you can both roll an insight to see if you recognize this character, even though like you as players would never know that, but maybe your characters would. Okay, okay, both 16. So, for you, Pause, you remember that she is a merchant who used to be a thief, who then later went legit, and she does live in your capital city of, was it pronounced Cataspia?
Yes.
Yes, of Cataspia. And Williams, you remember that this person donated some money to your school and is the mother of Wizcat, who's currently at the table looking at the uneaten food. The one who sang that song earlier. Okay, and Pause, it is your turn.
Okay. So the ghost that's currently possessing someone is much more of a threat right now. So
Yeah.
Pause is going to take 2 more shots with his crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's a 12 and a 24 to hit.
Okay, a 12 and a 24. So both of them hit, and your damage.
All right. I do 20 damage.
Okay, and let me calculate that. It's quite possible that has killed the ghost, but let me see. So this was ghost. What color was it? This was ghost 3, 20 damage. No, it's still alive, but we'll have to see how much. And it failed its con save, so it gets pushed out of Richard's noggin. That's not the what I wanted to click. There we go. And it goes out one and goes onto the floor in a prone position.
So now Professor Puddlepaws is going to order the turnip mech to attack the ghost.
Okay.
And now it is the turnip mech's turn, so he's gonna move right up next to the ghost and just stomp on him.
Okay. And with that, don't bother making a roll. The ghost poofs out of existence, and you kind of see some ectoplasm evaporating into the sun, and you know it might reform later, but for now it's gone. So I'll just poof it out. Okay. And Richard, you were just freed from the ghost. Do you have anything to say?
That was quite an experience. Richard's never been possessed before.
Okay, and with that, I'll just say the combat is over for now, as let's see, the other ghosts either fight or flee and then disappear back into the forest. And with that said, Madame Dagger proceeds to approach the party as, let's see, Smith asks, Professor Williams, do you still need me to do that errand you were saying earlier?
Indeed, I do. We did not expect there to be ghosts in the ruins. Go ahead and grab Wizcat and head back to the school.
Okay.
We must investigate where these ghosts are emanating from.
Right. So, Baldwin and goes to Wizcat, and they return this way, but Wizcat gets a bit shocked by his mother blocking the way, and Baldwin explains, "We have to go look at the school," and Madame Dagger looks at you, Williams, and says, "I am here to bring my son back to the Cataspia Kingdom because of the situation at the school and the rumors about hauntings." And she's looking at you with a stern look on her face. Her arms are crossed. Her cat tail is like kind of bouncing angrily.
I assure you that the school itself should not be haunted. As for the ruins themselves, they are still currently being excavated. The students, especially the younger year students, should not be venturing within the ruins themselves. It seems unfortunately, though, someone has disturbed the lower depths, and now we must investigate why these ghosts have appeared.
Right. And as you say that, Baldwin and Wizcat look at each other, and then Baldwin says, Professor, can I talk to you in private a little bit?
Do you need to right now, Mr. Smith?
Well, it would be a bit embarrassing to say it here, but I would prefer to talk in private, but if you really don't, I'll just say it out loud. And then he kind of looks at Wizcat and says, we've actually been in the ruins like before earlier, and it was quite fun, and we found this this statue, and we brought it to the Horizon Academy, and it's turned out the bunch of ghosts came to Horizon and wanted the statue back, but like somebody over here didn't want to give it, and then he looks angrily at Wizcat, who whimpers. And in the fight that ensued, the object broke, and now the ghosts are kind of there, and they don't want to leave.
And Patrick immediately just kind of face palms. I see. Well, that would certainly be an explanation.
Ah, the mischief of the young.
Yes, and Madame Dagger waves her finger at you and says, I blame you for this. My son was perfect before you introduced him to ruins, and now look at him playing with ghosts. Oh, for shame. Come on, let's go home, son. No, I want to stay here at Horizon.
Unfortunately, Wizcat, I would say that you should listen to your mother. Always respect your parents. As for you, Baldwin, it is going to be detention for at least a week.
And they both sigh, and Wizcat looks to Baldwin and says, I'll try to find a way back, but in the meanwhile, hopefully you can handle yourself. And then Baldwin nods and turns to you and says, Professor, you might actually maybe want to see what's going on at Horizon. So with that said, I will unzoom the screen, and let's see. I should reveal what happened to what Horizon currently looks like on the rest of the map. So take a bit of a while. And in the meanwhile, I do that. What is the rest of the party doing?
Puddle Paws is going to be casting Mending on the mech to heal him up of any points that he lost during the battle, which wasn't.
Yep. I think you cut off there a bit. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, okay. So, after Puddle Paws is healing, what is the rest of the team doing with this newfound knowledge that you've overheard?
Well, it seems like we got a bit of cleanup to do. Can't have restless spirits running around and causing havoc.
Indeed, it would be most unfortunate if they managed to interrupt some of my current ongoing experiments.
I was thinking more in the safety of your students, my friend.
Well, I do have other staff members there who should be keeping them safe as we get there.
Well, I guess our first priority is to begin containment to make sure this does not spread anymore outside the academy.
And with that, as Madame Dagger is dragging Wizcat away, he pipes up, "Hey, I think I can fix this. My friend, the exorcist, whenever I got cursed with the ghosts in the past, he would always fix me up, good as new." And Dagger looks at her son with glares in the eyes, and Wizcat says, "Yeah, he's like a pro. He just lives northwest of the Horizon City, a bit in the forest, in the marshes of the forest. He'll fix this all up if there are too many ghosts and stuff."
That would be most beneficial. Madam Dagger, if you could be troubled, could you assist your son in finding this exorcist and bringing him to the school? We need to head there now and make certain everything isn't getting out of control.
Well, Madame Dagger looks at you and says, "Okay, I'm staying in the city for 3 days, and if the ghosts aren't here, then I'm taking Wizcat back home." And Baldwin exclaims, "If Wizcat goes back home, we're going to lose somebody who could potentially become a great, archaeologist." And then he kind of shuts up as everyone looks at him angrily. But Madame Dagger repeats 3 days, and then she disappears into the trees.
I hope you're helping your son get the exorcist.
If he can't
Probably
do
not.
it himself, then he should just come home, says Dagger as you hear her going through the trees down south. Okay. Where did I? Oh, I think I accidentally clicked the wrong button, so she's kind of stuck there until I find whichever one she was. Anyways, I'll just keep her around there. Now, in the meanwhile, if you just move your tokens westward, you can reach the other side of the battle map where the rest of the content is.
All right. In the meantime, I'm gonna be sending my owl
Yeah.
with Baldwin and Wizcat to go get the Exorcist while we head to the school to keep everything under control.
Okay. Oh, the owl just disappeared under the. Oh wait, there it is. Okay, so the owl is going with you.
I was going with Baldwin and Wizcat to get the Exorcist.
Okay.
That way, if anything goes wrong, the owl can fly back to me and let me know.
Okay. So those two go. Let's see, here, with the owl, and in the meantime, as you get to the city, you see around this area there are some people outside looking at the students who seem to be holding classes outside because there are ghosts inside the academy. And of some of them, it looks like they are some members of Baldwin's party who got safe at near the academy and the Horizon City, and they kind of look at you apprehensively, wondering how much you know.
All right.
And I'll just use this token to represent them.
All right. All right. Seeing that everyone is outside, I assume everyone is aware of what is happening. Students, stay with the staff and teachers. We will be heading in to ascertain how bad this has gotten.
Okay. Yes, Your Highness. And yes, sir, and a bunch of grumbling, but they say so. And as you go into Horizon Academy, I actually put Horizon Academy to the left of it. And yeah,
Assume
there's
here's the ground floor.
right. There's the people here. Right. It looks like the garden and the chicken coop are still fine. The ghosts haven't done anything there, but if you're going into Horizon, I'll just move you to the west, like around here. Okay. Pause. Do you want me to move your character to the place, or do you want to move it yourself, or you want to stay in the city?
I'll move it.
Okay. Okay, so in the meanwhile, you walk in. It seems there's still some students who have refused to leave the building. A few of them are in the library to the left, and a few of them are in a classroom to the east with one of the substitute teachers who, it seems, doesn't give a crap about the ghosts. But they're all ghosts just talking and walking in the main hall of the school. And they seem quite rude, and they are kind of smelly too.
All right. Well, as Patrick enters the school, he's going to instruct the students in the library to leave. As he starts making his way into the big hall filled with ghosts, and he'll hold his right hand out to his side as you see a ball of lightning begin to form.
Mm-hmm.
This is my house, and you are not welcome.
Oh, master of the house, says one of the ghosts. We would like to leave, but unfortunately we were bound by the statue that was destroyed and is now smithereens all over the floor. So it seems this will be our new home for now. And there are so many ghosts, the air is thick with it. You'll find it a bit hard to breathe, which means it will be hard to like really do anything in this building with the sheer amount of ghosts here. Okay, and meanwhile, while you're thinking about that, let's see. Pause. Are you going with Baldwin and Wizcat to see the Exorcist?
Yes.
Oh, okay then. So I'll move you to the to the other scene, and let's see. Do other scenes.
Sorry, my
Right.
audio cutting out is really messing with me right now.
Okay. Let's see. So if you go to the left of your tabletop map and you click other scenes, there should be a scene visible that says Fey Force, and you click it. And then, let's see. Yeah. So I'll just make the others disappear.
Oh, there we
for you.
go.
Yeah.
There
So
we go. I found it.
give me a second. I need to move the others out because they're not in this scene. So you are currently with Baldwin and the owl and Wizcat in the forest, and there's a bunch of hounds just walking around. But Wizcat shows you a path to the side, which is kind of like because he's been here before, like here, and then let's see, here, and I'll just draw it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the audience can see this because I'll have to like redo my whole setup, but like it's basically like that. And you get out of the forest into a little bit of a swamp beach lagoon to talk to the exorcist. And let's see. And his house is like around here. So let's see. I'll get Where's Cat? I'll just put everyone here, and then what was his name? Baldwin. And Owl. Okay, so meanwhile, while you're looking for the exorcist in the village, what's going on with the rest of the players in the mansion?
Well, since I can't seem to come up with any ideas for getting them out, since the statue got smashed and they're bound to it at the current moment, I'm gonna get the teacher and his students out as well. Tell them to leave the building, so that way we don't have anybody still in here.
Right. So while you say that, I'm going to go to my background scenes and try to find the one with the student and teacher and remove them from the scene. And this might take a while. And what are the other players doing anything while they are in Horizon, or are you just skipping the turn?
I'd probably have my weapons ready, but I'm just sitting beside Patrick and
Okay.
waiting for his word.
And let's see. So if I go to background, and then let's see. So this one, nope. Hogwarts bedroom. Okay, this one. So teacher, students. So I will unlock this one, and I'll move them outside. So they are now outside. And then let's see, library. I will unlock this picture, and I will move them. Oh. Which one was it? Oh no, that's the text for library, not the actual library. Yeah, there's student library unlock, and I will move them outside. So it looks like everyone on the first floor is outside, and you look upstairs and there's nobody there except more ghosts. So everybody is now outside. Meanwhile, going back to the other scene, the Fey Forest scene. Let's see about that. It looks like okay, Pumpkin, you see a variety of people in the what is the Aldani village, where people are lobster people. And there are two people waiting outside the exorcist's house.
Do these two people look intimidating, or like, can I tell what they're here for? Or are
Okay.
they just standing guard?
Well,
or
they
what?
seem like a bit like plump, and they not like people who would usually fight. They look like people who live by the sea their entire lives and are quite chill. And they look at you and they wave their claws.
Like they're just like waiting outside.
Yeah, they're waiting outside, and one of them turns to the other and says, "Well, it shouldn't be too long now. I hope he's done his trance." And they're kind of looking at the little house there. And roll a perception to see if there's anything like odd with the house.
20, yeah, natural 20, 26.
Natural 20. Okay. Well, as you look into the house, you see that there are the tread marks of lobster people going to and fro, and then other weirder, wider tread marks that looks like from something bigger. And as you peer in the house, it looks like there's been signs of a struggle. And the one of the lobster men, Truman, says, "Hey, you can't just go in there." And he pokes his head in and says, "Oh, wow, he wasn't here. We were waiting outside the entire time for someone who wasn't here. Can you believe that?" And Churchill was like, I don't believe it at all. He must be in there somewhere." But as you look, it's clear the guy hasn't been here and hasn't been here for quite a while. Now, as you notice this,
Down, shove them back in my pocket, and rolls. You can.
shove what?
I think our audio is glitching hard.
Oh yeah. You might want to like reconnect and disconnect because I can't really hear what you said beyond shove and pockets. Okay, there's the disconnect, and you're back. Yes. I'm gonna turn your volume to max. What? It's still kind of bad, but just try talking and I'll interpret it for the audience when we record that.
So Puddle Paws folds up
Yeah.
his neck, and as he shoves his paws down into the pocket in the front of his overalls, it goes deeper than it should be physically capable of going.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the pocket is only like maybe 5 or 6 inches deep, but like his entire arm goes down to almost his shoulder as he shoves the folded up mech back inside.
Okay.
And he's doing that. He's walking towards the front of the hut and kind of peers in. Can he see anything past, or is there any signs of what that could have struggled against?
Okay, so as you look inside, you see remnants of a shell of a lobster person, and a different type of shell that seems, instead of dark red, this one seems a bit bluish, and another one that's kind of brighter red. And as you take the shell out, and Woodrow and Churchill take a look at them, they gasp in shock and say, "Hey, this blue shell, it belongs to one of the crab folk. That's not from us. I can't believe they came in here. What are they doing here? We've been fighting a little war but with us and them for generations."
So, oh fuck my audio.
Maybe you can just type in the chat and I'll read out loud what you say. Yeah, you can just type in
You know
voice
what?
tech issues. Yeah.
if you want to jump to the other group, I just got these new headphones and I think that's what's causing it because it wasn't a problem with my last pair.
Okay.
So I'm
Actually,
going to
yeah.
swap to my last pair if you want to jump to the other group while I figure that out.
Okay. Well, it's actually time for the 20-minute break where I go take a lunch and go for my afternoon walk, and I'll be back then. So the party can decide this in the meanwhile, but I'll just say the owl goes back to the other party and tells you that and from the information the owl tells Willie, you've determined that whatchamacallit face, the exorcist has been kidnapped by the crab people. Dun dun dun. And then we will reconvene after this revelation.
Here I was going to try to sweep up the pieces of the statue and use mending.
Yeah, I think that'd work. Because I don't think you said the statue's too big. Should be fun.
Depends on how many pieces it's in.
Yeah, that's true.
Very true, but I could cast mending multiple times. It's a cantrip.
But
Yeah.
thinking of how big the statue would have to be to hold that many ghosts.
It's but how big of a statue could it be that 2 kids carried it?
Mm. That is a good point. If 2 kids can carry it, even with levitate or tensor's floating disc, it couldn't be super big.
Oh, they ain't even got that. They're level 1s.
Yeah, trying to pick up a statue. If we're calculating regular like petrification, that stuff's heavy.
So I was gonna try to sweep up the pieces, use mending to fix the statue, and then get them the hell out of my house. By the way, since we're all standing here in the school for a minute, and P. Willie turn and be like, oh, by the way, this is personal business, not state business.
That's understandable. My religion, it's against. It's not against, but it's heavily frowned upon to let things such as ghosts and undead and other monstrosities roam free. So I have zero qualms with helping you with this.
Yes, well, the most important thing is to make sure they haven't infiltrated my personal laboratory yet.
Yes, that
There
would.
are a few items of a delicate nature in there I would prefer were left undisturbed.
I bet I myself have a personal. I wouldn't call it a laboratory, but place where I can work on my magic. However, I doubt it's anywhere as complex as yours.
Yes, well, I have dedicated my entire personal fortune to this school. A labor of love, you might call it.
I think it's quite kind of you to help all these kids learn magic.
I've always been a firm believer in one thing. You cannot advocate for change unless you are willing to be that change.
I think that's something very good to live by.
Anyway, Lord Kumuk, since this is personal business now, uh, I would like to let you know that we have been studying the piece of that mad trip that I salvaged while we were within the Shroom Sovereignty last time.
I see. Just make sure none of your students get any bright ideas about traversing in there. We do not wish to agitate them more than we already do with diverting their migration patterns.
Absolutely. In fact, I was hoping to discuss with you at some point what direction does that migration occur? Is it the same path in the same direction, or do they alternate?
Mm, I would say it depends on the season of the mad trip. If the weather is the same, they always follow the same pattern as the weather. But should conditions change, they are known to change their path of migration to more suitable areas, I believe.
I was more wondering if they come from the same direction every time, or do they come from the opposite? I'm asking simply because they come from the same direction every time, but there's always more of them. That would indicate that the spawning grounds are somewhere in that direction. And if we could locate such, it would be invaluable to find myself a young sporling specimen to study.
For the mad trips, they do tend to frequent the same areas. Just be careful of agitating them. They have surprisingly good memory of those who trespass, considering that they were created by beholders. So any of those that catch their attention find that they are
But are they
fanatically
all
pursued.
created? Are they all created by beholders, or do they spore? How much of the actual ecology of the creatures are you aware of?
The original mad trip was created by a beholder, but all of its future offspring do carry its similar traits and obsessive tendencies should they catch something's attention or
Can you hear me?
catch their anger. Hey, we can hear you now.
Yay! Cool.
Hooray.
All right.
Spawned full grown, or do they spore as infants?
Uh, Mad trips a lot of the time are in incubation cycles, and they basically they the fully grown mad trips create a pod, and once a proper incubation cycle has been fully completed, a full grown mad trip will emerge.
Wonderful, wonderful. What I am assuming is if they are always coming to your kingdom from the north, somewhere between your capital and my own lands, there would be a spawning ground, so to speak, that the adult mad trips are leaving from. And if we should locate that, we would be able to find the currently incubating pods. Unless you are to say that the mad trips have a parental nature to them.
Uh, Not so much parental as more of a pack-like instinct. They have like pods, and if the pod is disturbed, you catch the anger of the entire pod.
Yes, but since they currently had their migration so recently, there shouldn't be any full-grown mad trips left to be watching the pods.
Mm, Not entirely sure. During the Harvest Festival and the Mad Trip migration, I do not keep observations on any of their lodging areas because my attention is more drawn to the harvest festival and making sure it is a success.
Yes, but perhaps in the future an excursion could be arranged to see if we can locate the spawning grounds and see if there are any juveniles still loitering about, or if it is simply the incubating pods that are left.
I would say that could be a great future project for further adapting the mad trips. But without that mechanical beholder to drive them off, many of my forces do not do not hold a candle to those mad trips very often.
Oh, I wasn't thinking of going in guns blazing, so to speak. Well, wands blazing, so to speak. I was thinking more of just a quick in and out to obtain a specimen. Otherwise, my current endeavors with the piece of the mad trip I have in attempting to incubate a piece of it will have to suffice. Perhaps some endeavors into cloning at a later date.
I advise caution with that, as mad trips are of a very chaotic nature, as you saw once you saw even their residual effect of their spore contaminating the fresh water. They carry a very strong madness with them.
Oh yes, indeed. The basement will certainly be undergoing some renovations. Ever seen the movie Cabin in the Woods?
Yes.
Imagine a basement kind of like that with all the cubes.
Yeah, jeez.
I'm busy reading now.
I thought I fixed my audio, but it is still cutting out.
Oh,
Okay,
the
so
second you were mad about it, it went through that time.
my running time was about 10 minutes. So how did the voice audio go, Pumpkins?
Well, I restarted my computer and updating, and it's better, but it's still cutting out for less long of periods of time.
Mm-hmm.
Because before I was only catching what was happening like half the time.
Okay. All right. So if there's something you didn't hear, like just let me know and I'll type it in chat. You know what? I'll actually type like a little summary of what's happened in chat so far. Have you been caught up to like speed and everything that's gone on so far?
I think so, yeah. I'm just gonna swap to my old headphones because I just bought these new wireless ones, and I think that's what's causing it.
Yeah.
So I should be good for the rest of the session.
Okay.
I'll fiddle around later with it.
Right. And the rest of the party who's currently at Horizon Academy, do you want to stay there or would you want me to like quickly just move you to where Pumpkins is after the owl told you that guy is missing?
I'd like to try to do two things before we go.
Okay.
One, I'm going to ritually cast Unseen Servant.
Yep.
And have Mr. Smithers please check on my laboratory. And I'm going to send Mr. Smithers upstairs past all the ghosts.
Okay.
His invisible self to get into my personal quarters on the top floor there.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure my experiments, particularly the that piece of the mad trip shroom, has been left undisturbed.
Okay. And what does Mr. Smithers look like? Is it like an imp or a fairy?
No, it's a mindless, invisible, shapeless medium force.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't need a token for that then. So Mr. Smith will make his way past the ghosts, and it looks like all of them are staying away from your room on the third floor, fortunately. But he will just sit there and make sure everything is tidy and nobody's taken anything.
He's just, all right. Well, he'll come back and he'll let me know the status of that.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, I'm gonna try to Can I see the pieces of the statue on the floor?
The pieces of the statue on the floor. Well, you notice that each ghost has a little ghost tail that's attached to what looks like something that's half the size of a grain of sand. And as you look at it, it kind of like blows away, causing some of the ghosts to blow away too. Like you breathe on it with your trunk and it blows away. And you notice that it's like really, really small pieces all over the castle. Like some are stuck in the walls, the chairs. Some of them are like in the beds or the books. They're like pretty much everywhere.
All right. Well, since I can see the tails connected to all these things, I go around and use the mold earth cantrip to gather these pieces together.
Okay, so for mold earth, roll an investigation to see how well you can find all of that.
All right. 18.
Okay, so for 18, you managed to gather a good chunk of pieces on the first floor. The pieces on the second floor are a little harder to find because they're messed up in all sorts of people's bedrooms. And you can't really, like, you could pry into people's, like, personal belongings, but it feels a bit weird. And you've gathered
people's
all...
personal belongings.
Yeah, in the bedrooms. So you managed to find most of them with a quick sweep, but there are still a few ghosts like from different parts of the castle. And with mold earth, you've kind of like plopped them into a big stone in the middle of the first floor.
All right. So after I've gotten as much of this together as I can, I would like to use mending to try to fix the statue.
Okay, so let me see the rules for amending just a second, and I'll see how this works on the statue. Mending. Go book a chain light. As long as the break or tear is no longer than 1 foot in any dimension. Well, as you cast mending and the statue begins to take shape, you've noticed that it is much bigger than you currently thought. You estimate the statue is as big as a leg or an arm, and the mending dissolves because it's larger than 1 foot. And the ghost kind of looks at you, and one of them puts his spectral arm on your shoulder and says, "Thanks for the effort, but it looks like that won't do the trick, unfortunately." And he looks like he's a warrior type, like a barbarian ghost, and he's like, "I'm kind of tired being in this nerd school, so the sooner you can get this fixed, the sooner I can leave, and I'll be grateful for that."
Right, so I couldn't do it in like, increments.
No, that won't like really work because it's kind of like picking grains of sand or like hairs on the floor.
All right. Well, I'm gonna use the mold earth to at least take what I do have outside, so the ghosts are not filling the fucking skull.
Okay, so as you take some of the ghost and mold earth outside, the wind scatters a few of them, and they kind of go into the grass a little bit. And there's some ghosts like plopping up from out of the grass, out of trees. One got into like a groundhog nest, but otherwise they're kind of there in the field, and it looks actually creepier than before. And the citizens from the town look at that, and they kind of run inside because now they're scared there are ghosts in the fields.
That's good enough. Good enough. All right, let's go deal with the crab people.
Yeah, okay, so I'll just stop the timer at 1 minute and put this away. Make this go away. And okay, I'll type in the chat. We're back. And I'll move everybody to the crab people screen in a little bit. Now take 1 minute. I'll move the camera down too, so everybody like teleports immediately at the crab village before going through that like the little forest earlier. That'll make it a bit easier. Let's see, 1, and then 2, 3. Where did everybody else go? F4. Okay, so you've reached the crab, okay, village, and I will teleport everyone to the scene. Let's see. Oh, some people already moved there. Great. Move everyone to scene.
Yeah.
And, oh yeah, I have to change the actual map that the Twitch is recording too. So let's see. Force, open as spectator, copy, exit, replace this one. That wasn't what I wanted to look at all. Let's see. Oh, it's not working. Let me see. So, open as spectator. Window capture. This one. Yeah. Okay, there we go. And, okay, we are now in the lobster village of the Aldani people. And, let's see. There we go. And as you are there, Williams.
Tabernacle.
Echo from me.
I said you even got a picture of Tabernacle.
Oh, yes. So Tabernacle recognizes you after sitting on the porch in front of a house for a while and excuses himself past the cats and Baldwin and goes to greet you. And it says, "Oh, Professor, I haven't seen you in like half a decade. How are things going?"
Things have been going very well, Lawrence. Very well. How have you been since leaving the school?
Well, I knew wizardry was never really my thing, but it has helped a bit in the manual labor department. Like, these lobster folk are kind of isolated from the rest of the villages, and I help bring them, like, supplies, spices, power tools, sometimes a bit of magical items here and there, help fix their, like, their, what's it called, outhouses and plumbing, and sometimes repair their roofs. Like, you know, those lobster claws aren't very good at manual labor things, but I help them, so business is okay. And how are you doing, Your Highness?
We are doing quite well. Unfortunately, we do have a bit of a business going on. I was informed something about the missing exorcist here.
Yeah, it seems you're the neighboring kingdom king, Professor Puddlepaws, discovered that he was missing from his house. I mean, I take a look there, and it looks like everything's okay, but it seems I kind of didn't see that, and neither did anyone else. And as you look, it looks like the lobster people are kind of getting more panicky than before because he's, what's it called, like, missing and stuff.
Yes, there was a scuffle in there. There's a blue shell, and they're talking about rival crab people. Do you know anything about that?
Oh yeah, the lobster people have really decreased in force and power ever since they moved out here. Like, they're not even native to the land. They're kind of here as running away from one of the, I think it's one of the northern kingdoms, maybe the northeastern one. But they've had their settlement here, and yeah, the crab people have wanted to settle here first, and those two, like, disposed cultures are kind of fighting over this only piece of salted sea lake in the forest. I mean, this place is actually quite small, he says, and looks at you.
Okay. So why would the crab people want the exorcist? What can the exorcist offer the crab people? Or is the exorcist the only lobster person that can really defend?
Well, says Lawrence, I don't know too much about that, but, like, if they kidnapped an exorcist, I don't know what they want to do with him. They could maybe, like, maybe they want to, like, maybe they have a ghost problem. Like, I've heard that there's a bit of a ghost problem from Baldwin over here, and he, like, kind of ruffles his hair as Baldwin squirms. But I don't know why they want to get him. Beats me.
Well, does anyone have a direction of travel? Where can we find these crab people and see if we can get to the bottom of this diplomatic debacle?
Okay, and as you say that, the Churchill lobster folk will go beside you and say, "Oh, sire, the if you look to the east, there's a bit of a cave there, and that's where the lobster folk came out the last time we were attacked. We lobster folk were attacked by the crab folk, so you might want to check that out, like up over here to the east."
Is the cave underwater?
Well, I've never been here myself, says Truman, but I sure hope not. Like it looks like it's above land, but I wouldn't know.
Very well, very well. We shall have to investigate. Have you attempted any diplomatic relations?
I think they ate our last ambassador, so ever since then, no. You know, honestly, I think that the Aldani exorcist is kind of a goner, and maybe your ghost problem isn't so bad. Like you could just live with them. Like sure, they're annoying and they give you allergies, and there's all sorts of ghost mode, but it's not too bad. And you notice like the two Aldani people talking to you have like covered with barnacles, and like they're not cleaning themselves and stuff, and they're kind of like giving up on life.
No, I do not think we will be allowing the ghosts to stay in the academy.
Yeah. Everyone hates ghosts, man. That's why we love all exorcists. Like you'd be surprised how many ghost pirates attack us from the sea, man. At least like once every month.
Interesting. I haven't heard of this phenomenon. That will require further study later on at some point.
Yeah.
For now, we press on and find this exorcist.
Sure thing, sire. And they'll go back to their little houses in the little village. Now, as you look at the cliffside, it looks like a door kind of appears there, but it's like camouflaged in the wall and closed. And you guys can just like swim there. The water is fine. It's shallow. If you go down a bit, your feet touch the bottom if you go back up, so you don't need to roll for that or anything.
Use shaped water to build an ice bridge.
Professor Puddlepaws is not wanting to have anything to do with the water, so he pulls out his turnip mech, and the turnip mech trudges through for him, and he comes out completely dry.
That's great. I'll have to put the mech back in this scene. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I forgot to do, to convert the mech into a token. Oh, I have the mecha beholder from last session. You missed that. I'll just use this as your mech until I copy paste the other one. Let's see.
Okay.
There we go. Let's see. I'll turn this into a character. And then turnip mech. There we go. Okay, and then once it loads, you'll be able to move it. But for now, I'll just have it like sit here.
All right.
Now, what is the party doing as they look at this suspiciously door-shaped cliff?
Patrick,
Is
will go
there-
investigate it.
Is there any like cracks through the door that I can peer through, or is it like solid?
Okay, well, as you look, it clearly looks like there should be a door like here from your years of dungeoneering. It kind of looks like a door is there, but it's currently closed at the moment. And it looks like a fake cliff wall type of deal.
All right, I hop off the mech, and I order it to go push it open.
Okay, so have the mech roll a strength check.
Strength check. All right. Let's see. Steel Defender. 20 plus 2. Natural 20.
Okay,
Plus
so
2, so 22.
as this happens, the door opens, and I've actually got to, whatchamacallit, move the backgrounds around because they overlap. I don't know why I made it like this, but it is. So let's see. Lyra Forest, unlock that, and move it away. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'll move the little doggies away too while I'm at it. Okay, so and then I will reveal the tunnel. Okay, and as you enter, it looks like there is a spot, and you can just go straight in now as the entire door collapses with your mech.
All right, what's the light situation looking like?
Okay, so while that happens, yeah, Lawrence looks at Kumek and says, "Oh, I think your guys kind of left you while you were suntanning on the beach, but you're turtle, so you're moving slowly." And
Oops.
yeah, Lawrence would say, "Well, I'm off to do more jobs in the woods, and I'll see you later. Give my regards to the professor." And then he'll go into the forest.
Kumuk got distracted at the sun. Can he go catch up?
Right. So while Kumek catches up, let's see, what is this? Oh, that's the secret path I drew through the forest. I'll just delete that. As you look ahead into this mine, you smell salt water from the lake, and you look above and you see tree roots above you as you are underneath the forest that you were previously at. And there looks like a skull token on a pedestal in front of you. And this is free movement.
Skull token.
Okay. So as you...
What's the light level looking like? Is it dark? Are there like lanterns or what?
Well, after you kicked open the door, you can see light streaming in from the forest above and like the cracks between the roots. So it's pretty bright. Like if you're like reading a book at night beside a lamp, kind of bright.
Okay.
And as you walk in front to investigate the skull on a totem, you notice that there are 2 people to the east. And, okay, looking at the skull, it looks like a warning saying if you go further, you're going to die. And it looks very clearly like a human skull.
Oh, wow, so it was just written in common, huh?
Like, you've noticed these skull-shaped things before, with your, like, dungeons like that, and sometimes, like, if there's a weak dungeon, they'll put a skull there to intimidate people. But otherwise, the strong ones kind of want you to go in so they can eat you. So you've kind of determined the level of this dungeon already.
All right.
Okay, now...
I'm gonna look over towards the bee people. Do
Okay.
they look hostile or are they just hanging out?
Okay, so as you and I believe Richard moves towards the bee people, the one on the left looks a bit angry and the one on the right looks happy. And they look like they're just sitting in front of this this light reaching on the south end of the east tunnel. And as you stare at them more, the one on the left starts buzzing louder.
No. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic. Is that light emanating anything?
Okay, so as you cast Detect Magic, it doesn't seem that the light is magical at all. It actually kinda, you think it's possibly sunlight, but you're not too sure. Jeffrey, what is Richard doing and reaction to the bee pull?
I'm just watching them.
Okay. And is Kumuk doing anything?
As he's finally catching up to the group and seeing the bee people, can he try an animal handling to try and get the angry one to calm down?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm going to get a drink of water. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Oop. Yeah.
Did my mic cut out again, or is everyone just quiet?
I think everybody's just quiet right now.
Okay.
He's getting some water, so we are just silently pondering the current situation. Trying to figure out what the bees want.
Also, like, this is Miranda talking, but I fucking love bees.
Bees are
Like,
essential.
bees are my aesthetic.
Okay, I'm back. What was your animal handling?
10.
A 10. Okay, so as you try to animal handle the bees, you notice that they are not animals any more than the lobster folk were actually lobsters and not lobster people. So the angry bee gets even angrier and says, I am of the proud beeple race, and I cannot believe you would touch my fur like that. Do you want to get stung with my venom? Bzzz. And the other
I
bee
love the
comes
beeple.
behind him and says, calm down, Brad. They haven't done anything much. All we have to do is stand guard of these posts and make sure they don't do anything. And he looks towards Richard and says, well, if you do anything, let's just say we're not the only ones who you'll get angry at.
Okay, so the bee's name is Brad.
Yeah, just to remind you, I'll just say Brad. Yeah, sure.
Brad the bee.
Yeah.
I want to make a bee pole race character. I'm obsessed.
Okay. Well, if you have good negotiations with the people, maybe some of them can join your kingdom.
Surely I can entice you.
This is Miranda talking, not Puddle Paws. Puddle Paws is terrified of bees.
Okay.
But like, although to be fair, it isn't hard for Puddle Paws to be scared of anything.
To be fair, to be scared, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So meanwhile, as Williams looks at the skull, it's just like a cheap dungeon decoration that's looking at the front of the dungeon. And as you are talking to the beeple, you notice that there is a bit of rumbling to the head of you. Like, what's it called? Like in front of you.
Coming from that door or coming from the corridor to my left?
Okay, make a, let's see. Make a dex save.
Everyone?
No, just Williams.
Okay.
I'm having my familiar be the help action for
Yeah,
this.
yeah. As the familiar hoots to let you know something is going wrong.
Try and help you move your huge Loxodon ass.
16. Okay, so you managed to move off a bit to the right with the rest of the party as, what's his face? Chomps out of the wall. And, wait, how do I make him visible? Or is he already visible? Okay, right click. Show. And he goes like this, chomping above the skull, and then goes back into the wall.
So the skull is gone. It was just swallowed.
No, the skull is still there. It just chomped above the skull. Yeah.
Okay.
a
What
bit
in
a bit
blazes
of
was that?
slime goes on the skull out of the monster's body, and Brad says, I hate those eels. If they come again, we'll have to puncture them full of holes.
You've been having that constant problem?
Yeah, ever since we had to flee the Fey forest to the west where our kingdom originally was, we've had all sorts of monster problems. And don't you dare be one of them.
Oh, we're not trying to cause any problems.
Apparently, we're attempting to solve a problem right now. Did you see any crab people recently?
Crab people? Ah, crab people! And he just starts like moving up and down in anger. And Zeke says, well, my good man, Loxodon man, the crab people, we've had a few conflicts with them and them with us, but we've mostly kept to our sides of the tunnel. But last night we did have a fight with a few crab people who were coming out from the fake wall entrance that you just came out of. But they avoided our hive, fortunately.
Yes, and which side is their side of the cave?
Well, and Zeke over here will say, call me Zeke and I'll show you. And he goes north this way.
All right, Patrick will follow along with his owl.
Yeah, and Brad says, I've
Alright.
got to report this to the queen, and he goes into the other place and gets swallowed up by
Alright.
darkness. You don't see him anymore.
Kumuk will shout out, should you wish to relocate, this room's sovereignty will welcome you.
Yes, thanks, Kumuk. We'll consider that, says Zeke. And, okay, as you go north, I'll have to reveal, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and, yeah, that's good. So as you go north, Zeke says the crab people usually just live right here beyond this this entrance. We usually don't go beyond there because, crab shells are very tough and bee stingers break on them unless you hit one of the vital points. So if you could deal with the crab people, that would actually help us quite a lot, sire.
Of course. And what was it that made you have to flee the forest?
Oh, he talks about the Earl King. So the Earl King is the king of the Earlkin, which are like deer folk, and they've been having quite an expansion of their forces, and well, we couldn't like live with them under these conditions and the constant hunts they have. Oh, all these hunts, and we had to flee to not become part of those hunts. It's always predator and prey over there, but I just want to live, if you know what I'm saying. I'm just tired of fighting, you know.
Interesting. It seems there are even more diplomatic consequences happening. And then Patrick will holler back for Richard, do you happen to have a torch upon you?
No, I don't have a torch, but I can do this. And Puddle Paws taps his mech, and what is it called? No, it isn't infusing items. I'm sorry, I'm looking. It's magical tinkering. Imbue a tiny non-magical object with the property of your choice. And he taps his mech, and it starts shining a 5-foot radius of light.
Okay,
imagine.
very nice. Yes,
When you
you've
do that,
gotten
you just
quite a
blind
bunch
them
of
like,
light.
"Ah!"
And as you move your turnip-shaped map this
I'm
way,
still looking
I
for
will.
a torch at the moment. Just a simple torch.
Okay, and as you looking for a simple torch, the mech does shine a light through this part of the cave, and you do see a little bit of what the crab folk kind of look like.
I was trying to see if Richard had one in his inventory.
Oh,
A simple torch?
Just a torch. Do you have a
Uh,
torch in you?
I would.
Would you mind handing that here?
I'll light it and give it to him.
Patrick will then casting ritual casting unseen servant, and he will hand the lit torch to the unseen servant to carry and send it through the door first.
Okay.
This is what we needed the torch for. In chess, the pawns go first.
Okay, so you send the unseen servant with the torch, and the room is revealed just a little bit more. And it seems that there are a few small crablings on the ground and two large crab folk. And I just rolled whatchamacallit, wisdom checks for the crabs to see if they noticed the floating torch. And I got 15 and 13, so they do, which means they are on guard, but they don't know what's happening yet. So everyone in the party currently can roll initiative.
Okay.
Initiative.
Yep.
Nice.
16.
Or I get 18.
Okay.
17. Better. Hooray.
Okay. So I have to roll the crab folk initiative. Let's see. 1, 2. Okay, so they got 14 and 6. Oops, I clicked the wrong ones. Okay, there we go. I'll just add you to initiative. Minimal. Yeah, 7. Okay, so and 14. Okay, and then yeah. So let's see. Okay, Richard was 18. Then Williams was 4. And think of your move now while you're in the middle of this.
Crab folk are huge. Holy shit.
Yes, yes, they are quite huge. They are large creatures. Oh, I don't understand how this initiative thing is. Let's see. And Kumuk got 17.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for some reason, whenever I click the initiative button here, it turns like 23. It just adds 5 for like no reason. I don't get why that's happening. And okay, let's start. And okay, so it looks like Richard is going first. So what is your moves? The crab folk are still in the cavern, and you are on the other side.
How many feet away are the crab folk?
Okay, well, the cavern has a bit of distance, so that would be 55, 60, 65.
Okay. Just gonna move into the cavern.
Okay. And as you are inside the cavern, I'll just reveal this. Make a perception check as you are inside this part of the cavern.
It's an 8.
An 8. Well, you get a bit frightened, but nothing too major. And are you doing anything else?
So I guess I probably would have line of sight onto the crab folk, so I'll just
No, unless you want to make
Yeah.
a readied action.
I'll ready just like an attack in case one of the crab folk like comes towards me.
Oh wow, I
They
completely
get
forgot to
friendly.
move the Twitch map. Okay, there we go. I was recording the entire thing without the audience seeing it. Anyways, ha! What a blunder. Anyways, there we go, there we go. And and while you do that, it is later. Let's see. Kumuk's turn.
Okay, my turn to go.
Yeah. So
Alright.
you can just start right beside Williams or Pause if you want, or you can start
Alright.
further back depending on how you moved during the free movement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. So Richard is going up there. I will take my movement to stand by the door.
Okay.
And if the crab folk start coming towards us, how far is that? I'll just ready a chill touch to throw at them.
Okay. Ready a chill touch if they come forward towards you. Got it.
And bonus action chalet just to have my quarterstaff ready for some whacking.
Okay. And Professor Puddlepuffs. Yeah, there are two professors here. Okay.
Yeah.
Professor Elephant and Professor Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, Puddle Paws is going to jump off the mech and order the mech with his bonus action to go inside the cave.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to
Well, as
hold
you
an
take a look, is the mech large or medium sized?
the mech is medium construct.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
medium.
so there we go. So you can fit through the cave, fortunately. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to order the mech to go through the cave, and then I am going to move forward just to the entrance and
Yeah.
hold my crossbow action.
Oh yeah, you can move the mech yourself now. Try it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'll just move the mech there, and
the-
I'll hold my crossbow.
yeah. Now
And I'll hold the mech's attack.
right. Okay, so the mech will step over Richard and get over there. So now you are currently on the
Yeah.
outside of the cave and the crab folk can see you. So the first crab
Yeah.
folk will on
I
its
just want to
turn-
hold
Yep.
the action, so if the crab folk show any signs of aggression, I will attack and the mech will attack.
Okay.
That's the plan there. Yeah.
So let's see. This one, the one on the right, will slosh through a bit of water and get up to the mech. And okay, Kumuk, does that count as your readied action or not?
We did enter my line of sight coming towards
Okay.
Turnip Terror.
Yeah.
So I'll smack him with a chill touch.
Mm-hmm.
That is dirty 20, so no crit.
Okay.
Does that hit?
Let me see. Yeah, 20 hits.
Okay, that deals 13 necrotic damage, and he cannot regain any hit points until my next turn.
Okay. Yep. Okay, so 68 minus. Okay, then. And as that happens, the crab folk are aware now that they are in battle, and this isn't just like some random mining operation. And this one will make an attack against the turnip mech. Let's see, so a claw attack, the first one, and that's a 16 to hit. Pumpkin? Are you there?
Yes. Yes, that hits.
Okay. And the damage for that is 7 bludgeoning damage. And the target
Alright.
is grappled. And then let's see. It will make a second claw attack against the target who is currently grappled. Oh yeah, make a escape. Let's see, athletics or acrobatics to escape the grapple roll
Okay.
for the mech.
Let's see. So the mech will do athletics. Let's see, d20 plus 2. Yeah, that's a 7.
A 7. Okay, so the mech is grappled, and then it will make a second claw attack on the grappled mech, and that's another 16. And this is oh, it's a natural 1 on damage, so that's 5 damage.
All right.
Okay, and after that, let's see, the crab folk's turn ends, and it is the other crab folk. Okay, so this one will this one will retreat the other way and disappear into the darkness, and that's the end of its turn. Now it is William's turn.
Well, I see that diplomacy was never an option then. Patrick will go up, stand behind Puddle Paws, but not really much he can do. There's no clear line of sight here. So Patrick will bonus action Chile his quarterstaff, and how far away? How far away is he? Patrick will have the unseen servant stand there.
Okay, stand there with the torch. All right, and I
See if I
will.
can reveal more of the cavern.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just reveal this section of the cavern. It seems there's still a bit of darkness behind it, but otherwise you've seen what looks like a mysterious entrance or exit of sorts.
All right. And that's really all I can do. I'll take the dodge action.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that's the end of P. Willie's turn.
Okay, so now, Richard, at the start of your turn, what are you doing?
I'm going to. Can I make it to where I can attack the crab folk?
Yeah, you can try to move right beside the mech here.
Alright.
Okay. Now, as you move, you have triggered a Actually, yeah, you've triggered a reaction attack, so I have to roll that. Give me a second. Okay, so that's a 23 to hit as a claw comes out from the wet wall, muddy wall to the side of you as you escaped its range. So that's 23 to hit, and I believe that does hit. And after that, the damage of one hit would be a 5, and that's the end of its reaction.
Cool. Let's see.
Okay. And it's
5.
still your turn, yes.
Alright, well, now that I've been attacked from behind, Richard's gonna turn around and direct his attacks towards this other crab.
Okay.
So that is. He's gonna attack with his longsword. Main attack. It's 13.
A 13 misses, unfortunately, as the
And
shell is too hard and it glances off.
He will then attempt with his flail. That is a 20.
A 20 does hit as the flail finds a spot between the joints, and what looks like crab meat and a bit of salt water sprays out into the darkness of the cave you are in.
Nice. That'll hit for 5.
Okay.
Then he's also going to hit with his longsword. Again, bonus action.
Yep.
23.
23 does a hit, as you hit the previous wound that the flail caused. And your damage
5.
is 5. Okay. Okay, then. Now, since that's your bonus action, I'll assume that's the end of your turn. And, who's next? That would be Kumuk. Mega, it's Kumuk's turn.
Oops, forgot to unmute. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So crab in the wall, fighting those 2 crabs. What can I hit them with? I guess I will get close. Can I go past?
Yes, you can.
Professor Pause. Okay.
Like diagonally like that, or
So
yeah.
I'm gonna get. I'll go there. So, Yep. I will go here.
Okay.
And can I see the crab in the wall, or is he just hanging out in there?
Well, because each turn is 6 seconds, you have seen the crab come out of the wall to hit Richard, so it's still partially in the wall, and you can definitely see it.
Okay. I'm just gonna hit the crab that I can see with another chill touch, because my quarterstaff cannot reach him.
Okay.
Chill touch. 26. I think that hits.
Yeah, 26 hits. The crab on the left.
Oh no, I was hitting the top one.
Oh, the crab on the
Oops.
top. Okay. So that one
Yeah,
hits
because I
that
can't
one.
see the
Yeah.
wall one yet.
Oh, okay.
So he takes 4 damage.
And that's 4 damage. Got it.
And that is my turn.
Okay. And it is the Professor Puddlepaw's turn.
Okay. So, Professor Puddlepaws, upon seeing his mech get hit. Wait, no, I had that action held to fire my crossbow if there was any aggression showed toward the mech. Did I do that?
Nah, you forgot about that. So just do it now, and then we'll do your turn.
Okay,
I forgot
so,
about it too. Go ahead.
Yeah, so
We'll pretend
that's a 9 and a 13 to hit.
Okay, 9 and a 13. Okay, we'll pretend Kumuk wasn't there. So both of those miss as the
Okay,
bolts
so it
get
wouldn't have
stuck.
mattered anyway.
One in the ceiling and one in the floor. Yeah.
Okay. So, yes. Now I am going to try and run up to the turnip mech.
Yeah.
And I am going to touch the turnip mech and cast heat metal.
Heat metal on the turnip mech that the crab is grappling. Okay.
Yes.
And let's see. So what damage do you get for that?
2d8.
Okay, so roll that.
2d8 fire damage. Yes.
Okay.
That's 13.
That's 13.
Damage.
Okay, so the crab will take that damage. And let's see. Let's see if it holds it. Oh yeah, your mech would also take that damage too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the mech would also take 13 damage?
Yeah,
Or...
Yeah, the mech too. So let's see. Steel Defender.
Okay.
I want to see if it's weak to fire. I don't think so, but let's see. Damage, immunity, poison. Oh, no, it doesn't have any weakness like that. Okay, so yeah, it also takes 13 and the crab takes 13. Now I'll have to roll let's see. A strength, an athletics to see if it keeps its grapple, but it doesn't have any special athletics. It's the same as its strength, so I'll roll that, and it's a 17, And your mech, you can roll athletics or acrobatics to see if it escapes the grapple after it got hit.
Okay. Yeah,
4.
no.
Yeah, no. Despite how hot
Well, it's
the
plus-
mech is,
Yeah, no.
the crab still holds onto it, and it goes back reminiscing about the time when it like dipped a lobster folk into a volcano and then ate it, even though it burned its claw. So it got a kind of a good memory out of this fight. Now,
Okay.
is there anything else you can do on your turn, or oh yeah, the mech's turn?
The mech, I still have my bonus action,
Yeah.
so I'm going to, because I have to use my bonus action to order the mech, so I'm going to order the mech to stomp,
Okay. So
and the mech is gonna try and kick and attack the crab.
okay, so you're currently being grappled at the moment, so you'll have to get the mech to do another athletics to see if it can get out of the grapple before it does any stomping.
Okay.
Because this is a large creature holding like a medium-sized creature. And your result
that's a
is
natural
a
one.
natural 1. Okay, so as the mech tries to stomp on the crab, it instead kick spasms. And let's see. Right, Kumuk, you are behind the mech. You get pushed 5 feet back. And let's see, your damage. Oh my. Roll 1d6. Would be bludgeoning of... Oh, you got 4 damage as the mech kicks your shell back. Oh, yeah. Now, Williams, yeah, make either like a acrobatics or athletics check as Kumuk's shell is kind of spinning towards you at the moment. Like a Koopa, and you kind of want to get out of the way or kick him back or stop him.
All right, I'm gonna have my owl give me the help action.
Yeah. And it is 18. Okay, so you managed to kind of stop Kumuk, and he slows down and gets like 1 behind the where he used to be. Okay, great. Now it is the crab folk's turn. This one. So first, he will do a claw attack against Richard with his claw that's not holding anything at the moment. And that will be a... Oh, that's a natural 1. In this case, his claw has been dented on the armor and will be unable to grapple you. And then...
Thank God.
Yeah, currently holding the the whatchamacallit, the turnip mech with the other claw, and he will put the turnip, like, let's see, how am I gonna do this? I'm gonna turn him around, flip vertically, and the turnip mech will kind of be here. So he's still guarding the door, but the turnip mech is being grappled from behind him. And
Okay.
that's his turn. And let's see. The other crab folk here will try to grab Puddle Paws through the wall. And let's see, a +6. Oh, that's a natural 20. So you've definitely gotten grabbed here. And the damage
Okay.
is a 9 times 2, which would be 18 bludgeoning damage. Oh, wow. As the crab grabs you. And
Okay.
make athletics or acrobatics to escape the grapple.
Yeah, I'll do an acrobatic.
Mm-hmm.
13.
A 13. Oh, yeah, and how much HP do you have left?
I have 15 HP.
Okay, so you're on the ropes. Let's see. 13, that is not enough to escape, but you almost do, but it's still holding on. And then it will move one as it holds you and try to grapple Kumuk with its other claw. Okay, that's a 21, and the damage is an 8. 8 bludgeoning.
To me?
Yeah, to Kumuk. And make an athletics or acrobatics to not be grappled.
6.
Okay, a 6. So that's too low, and you are grappled. So now it has both of you.
If it's grabbing me, I would like to use my reaction to throw spores at it.
Okay, you throw spores, and tell us what that
I have
does.
to make a con save.
A con save. Okay. And it got an 18. Wow, that's a high con.
Okay.
Who made the decision to fight 2 giant crabs in a narrow tunnel?
Well, in the player's defense, it was smart because you didn't know the crabs could burrow into the tunnel. But you do now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you're both being grappled like that, and the crab will just stay where it is, and it won't move. And next is William's turn. You've noticed that it was a horrible decision to have the crabs find the tunnel, and Zeke is like, yeah, this is why we stay away from them crabs, man. They're scary. And he kind of backs off because he thinks you're in trouble. And what do you do, Williams?
Oh, Patrick definitely thinks we're in trouble too. All right, Patrick's gonna drop concentration on Chalet. It's not gonna be worthwhile here.
Yeah.
He's gonna get close enough, get line of sight on this first crab that's got Kumuk and Puddle Paws in its hands.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cast the cantrip, create bonfire inside the hole in the wall where he's at.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn whatever hole he's in into an oven.
Okay, then. Let's get
I'm
some
gonna
fried
maintain
crabs.
concentration on that. That'll be a DC 15 dex save for him.
Okay. So as he does the dex save, he gets a 12. So that's a fail.
He's gonna take 2d8 fire damage. Let's roll that.
And
Takes 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. So as he's taken 8 damage from that, he...
Now, since it's a concentration spell, any creature in the bonfire space when I cast the spell must make the dexterity save. It's also make the saving throw again whenever it moves into the bonfire space for the first time a turn or ends its turn in there. So if he continues to stand there, he'll continue taking that damage every turn.
Okay. So you might have a chance with this tactical move. And if that's the end of your...
Patrick's going to back up out of the tunnel again.
Okay, smart, yes. And let's see. Okay, so now, Richard, you are currently the only person in the tunnel who's not grappled. What do you do?
In an attempt to ungrapple my compatriots, I'm gonna turn around and attack the other crab.
Yeah, the south one, the one at the bottom.
Yeah. That is a flail attack.
Mm-hmm.
Is a 13. That does not hit.
13 does not hit. These crabs have thick armor.
Yeah. And then that is a 11. That also
that unfortunately does not hit, as the crab uses the hard part of Kumuk's shell to block your blade. Fortunately, Kumuk is unscathed.
That is a 9. All of those miss.
Okay, and with that, your flail hits too high and scrapes the ceiling and gets caught on a root instead of hitting the crab. Now, what do you do? There isn't too much you can do at this point if you want to move anywhere or anything. But,
yeah. Let's see.
Well, you are currently in a tunnel that kind of like stops around here. The exit here is let's see. The entrance here is blocked, and the crab is grappling 2 of your guys, like holding them above its shoulders. Like he's flexing with them. 2 of your party members.
Ugh.
Could I might as well. I'm gonna action surge.
Mm-hmm.
Action surge. Let me mark that off. And I'm going to attempt to attack it again.
Yeah, okay, let's see. Oh, this is a 16, and this one hits, finally, as you get a
Thank you.
strike on its
Yes.
mandible.
And that is 9 damage.
9 damage, okay. Let's see. Yep, 9 damage. And
Cool.
the
And then-
crabs are finally starting to get a few scratches on their shell. Now, let's see. Next up is
Wait,
Kumuk.
can I?
Yeah.
Can't I make another attack?
Action surge gives you 1 more action, so yeah, you do have another attack. Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. I'll hit with my flail again.
Okay.
That is a 18.
18 also hits.
Nice. And that is 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. Let's see. 8 damage for crab number 2, and that is 33. Now, I'm going to have to make each a let's see, a check to see if it's still grappled. So okay, while he's getting hit by Richard, Kumuk and Pause, you both make 1 athletics or acrobatics to see if you can escape from the claws.
Since my
That's a 20. Not a natural 20, but a 20.
Okay.
I was gonna say, since my familiar
Yeah.
still has its action, I'm gonna have it give the help action to Kumuk.
Okay.
Oh, awesome.
Okay.
Let's try
So
again, then.
with help, let's see.
With a help action, that's a 14.
A 14, unfortunately, is not enough, as the owl only manages to tickle the beast, but that's not enough to, like, let go. It actually holds on a bit tighter, but you don't get any damage from that. And for
Ow,
Paws,
it's
manages to
not
actually
affecting
squeeze
me.
through the claw and poof onto the floor.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, Richard, you've freed one person, so I'll give you inspiration for that. And meanwhile, it is Kumuk's turn. You are still in the claw, so you'll have to make a athletics or acrobatics to try to get out on your own turn.
Okay. He will look at the crab and say, I recommend letting go, because I've got some friends who would love to feast on the crab. And I will cast Conjure Animals and shout, Wolf Pack!
Oh, yeah, but first you have to, like, escape from the grapple that's kind of like, you know, disrupting your
Grapple stop
concentration.
somatic components?
Wait, so this spell is what? Doesn't have somatic, so you don't, so it's only verbal?
It's verbal and somatic, but does grappling stop somatic casting?
Okay, so what does somatic mean? You have to move your hands?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
You just need
currently
a free
the
hand, but the grappling just stops you from moving.
right, but he's currently grappling you, a medium creature, with his claw, which is large, and your like entire body is being like if you pick up an action figure with your hand, you're holding the entire action figure. It's kind of like that. So,
But I still have a free hand.
let's
'Cause if
see.
you're grappled, you can still smack somebody.
If you're currently being grappled by the claw, have you made your acrobatics, you got a 14, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this time you actually managed to break free of the claw and you land on the ground. So now do your other thing.
Alright. I will use Conjure Animals and summon a wolf pack, and I will go with 4 dire wolves.
Okay, let's push these up.
One
Dire
will probably
wolf.
go here, the other will go here. Yeah.
That part of the wall hasn't been broken yet. So there's
No, like behind me. Like
okay.
right here.
Yeah.
Okay? And the other 2 will be over here.
Okay, and over here or here?
Right there is fine.
Okay. All right,
And
so there are
do
the
they
dire
take
wolves.
do they take the turn the same time as me?
Yeah, I'll just have them go directly after you to save.
Okay.
trouble.
And let's see, what else can I do? That's an action. Where is my racial stuff? There it is. Okay, yep, that is the end of my turn,
Okay.
and it will be the wolf's turn.
Okay, so you control the wolves. I think I already gave control of them to you, so you could like move them and stuff.
Okay.
My owl.
Wait. Oh yeah, I haven't given control of the owl to you yet because I think I accidentally deleted the owl. Whatchamacallit. So let's see. I'll fix that after the game. So go ahead, Kumuk.
Okay, so the first rolls are for the two wolves that are attacking the crab guy that's holding me, and they will make use of their pack tactics.
Okay. Wait, they're not holding you. He's not holding you anymore. He dropped
Oh,
you
right, I got
because you
loose.
you rolled a 14.
Right, right. They will still go for their bites at advantage with pack tactics, and their hit is that. Let me just pull out the sheet so I can look. So I'll roll 2d20s. 23 for one. Does that hit? 23 hits, I'm
Yeah,
guessing?
23 hits. Yeah.
Okay, have it make a DC 13 strength save, please.
Okay. Give me a second. Within 5 feet of the creature. Yeah. So DC 15,
13.
DC 13 strength save. Okay. So that would be a 6.
It is now knocked prone.
Okay, so
So I
this
guess the wolf kind of
entire
like pulls it out the wall.
yeah, and gets it prone. There's very little space for the proneness as it goes this way, and yeah, it's kind of there. It almost hits you, but it doesn't as it's prone, and destroys a bit
Okay.
more of the wall. So now let's see. This entire part of the wall is a bit more navigable, and you can see the crab kind of came through that way, but the hole it burrowed wasn't like as big as you thought it might be. And
Here
what does
comes,
the other wolf do?
he is also biting.
Okay.
That is 23 again.
Okay, and that is a hit.
Okay, so both bites, that is 4d6 plus that much, 25 damage.
Okay, with that, a lot of the armor of the crab comes off, and you can see it's a soft undershell belly that looks kind of pinkish, as the crab
Kumuk will
seems
say
to
to the
be.
crab man,
Yeah.
unlucky for you, my wolves are hungry.
It
And they
moves its
love
mandibles in
seafood.
panic as it looks around and starts making what sounds like. Does anybody speak Orcish? Okay, if not, you don't
No.
understand it. Anyways,
Okay, two other wolves on the other crab guy.
yeah.
Okay, so that's another pack tactics attack. So,
Fella's OP as fuck.
just be glad I'm not using 8 wolves.
Oh,
24.
Let's
That hits.
see.
Another strength save, please.
Okay. And that is a natural 20 of a strength save.
Okay, so he doesn't
In
get
that
knocked
case,
prone that time.
as it gets a hit, some of your wolf's teeth break, which means that that one won't be able to do that prone thing anymore. So I'll just
Alright.
note it.
I'll just mark that as like W.
Yeah, W won't be able to do that anymore.
Okay, so here comes the other bite from G.
Yeah,
That is 22.
a 22 hits.
Okay, he has to make another strength save.
Okay, and this is a 18.
He makes it again.
Yeah,
Okay, here comes the damage. 18.
18 damage. Okay. Let's see. This goes to quite a lot of damage from the wolf pack, the dire wolf pack, as he still holds on to the beholder mech harshly. Um, well, after that damage is done, let's see. Pumpkin, can you roll a whatchamacallit on the mech, a athletics or acrobatics to see if it escapes?
Alright. I was actually reading it wrong. The mech gets a +6 to its save.
Oh, okay. What were you doing before?
I was only doing +2,
Oh, okay.
but yeah,
Yeah.
that's 16. I'll know for next time.
Yeah, okay. So 16 is enough to scuttle out of the claw as it moves a bit forward that way.
It's Scuttle.
Yep. Okay, I assume the wolf's turn is over, which means it is now Paw's turn.
Okay, pause. Upon seeing his mech, good, is gonna just breathe a heavy sigh of relief. Would he be able to move through the crab and get on top of the mech?
1 second, let me see. There's the sigh of relief. To move
Yeah.
through the crab and get to the mech, well, you are a small creature, and the crab is a large creature. So, for that, I'll have you do a. Let me check what skill
And you'll
would
definitely
be
be able to get through the
appropriate for
dire
that.
wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the dire wolf is your ally, so you can kind of like move past it. But I wanna see
Shimmy.
if you can actually make it, or if it's like still too big and blocking your way or not. Let's see. You could use. Yeah. So make a what's it called? Either do survival or stealth to make it pass and go towards your mech.
Alright, I'll take stealth on that.
Okay.
That's a 20, not a natural 20, but a 20.
Yeah, that's enough. You managed to stealth your way in the midst of battle and squeeze through the cracks to get to your mech.
Alright, I'm gonna be on top of the turnip mech,
Yeah.
and I am going to cast, let's see. I'm going to cast Mending
Yeah.
on my mech,
Okay.
and Mending does heal it. How much does it heal it by?
Let's see. Is there something on the Steel Defender that says how much mending heals it by?
If Mending spell is cast on it, regain 2d6 hit points.
Okay, so hold that.
2d6. My mech gains back 7 hit points.
Okay, 7 hit points. Yep. Oh yeah, next time you heal the mech out of. Oh wait, mending is that a cantrip, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so out of battle you can just cast it as many times as you want to heal it to full. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that heals it up that much, and then your next move.
And then I'm gonna. Let's see. How bad is the upper crab looking?
The upper crab looks like there is some like purple goo and barnacle smells coming out of its shell. It's kind of punctured, but it's still a fighter. While the crab that is currently prone, by comparison, has like half of its brain spilling out of its back because crab brains are weird, and that's basically the circumstance there.
It got big munched.
All right. So. So I am going to order the mech to stomp on the upper crab here
Okay.
and just stomp on him.
Mm-hmm. And
And
yeah, and what's that to hit?
That will be
Because he's not on the ground. He's just facing the opposite
yeah.
direction.
That's a 23 to hit.
Okay, so that does hit. Yes.
And then that will do 1d8 plus 2 of force damage. So 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay. And with that stomp, a piece of the crab's shell flies off and gets lodged into the ceiling before clattering onto the floor. And if that's the end of your turn, I will move to the crab folk's turn. Okay. So
Yes, that will be the end.
right. So this guy here, just to make things simpler, I'll just flip him back. And he is currently surrounded, but he will make a claw attack against Paws, and we'll see how that goes.
Against Paws or the mech?
Oh yeah, the mech. You are in the mech, so he'll go against the mech.
Yeah.
And that's a 9, which I believe misses.
No, that doesn't hit.
Yeah, that misses. And then the next one is a 16.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And that the 16 was done with the claw that was damaged that one time when he tried to grapple Richard. So he won't be able to grapple with that arm again for a while if he survives this. And the damage is 10, which is the max damage this claw thing can do.
Oh, also,
All
since his-
right.
also forgot since his turn started, have him make a con save, please.
The guy
As I
at
hurl some more.
this guy, the guy at the front.
Oh, guy at the front. Sorry, no, I
Not
meant I
yet.
was gonna do
Yeah.
this guy.
Okay. And then
Sorry,
let's
wrong
see.
crab.
Then that crab folk will end its turn. Meanwhile, it's the second crab folk, so he will make the con save.
Correct.
Look,
And
you trying to
that's-
say all crab people look alike?
The
No,
crab.
I just forgot that. I just forgot that Paul moved on to his mech.
Yeah. The crab folk on the floor gets a 15 con. Wait, let me check. Does
15.
prone affect that? The creature has disadvantage on attack rolls. Okay, no. Yeah, so that's a 15. So what happens?
He fails and takes some necrotic damage.
Okay.
Okay, he's taking 2 necrotic.
2. Okay. Alright, and with that, the crab looks that much closer to death. And on its turn, it will use its movement to stand up. So that's half its movement. Let's see. Its total movement is... Wow, that's a lot of movement. Okay, so it will then try to make a grab at Kumuk. And that's a 19.
So he's grappling again?
Yeah, he's doing the claw attack first, and then he'll grapple. So that was a
Oh, okay.
19 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. And the next one, the damage is 7. And then make your athletics or acrobatics to escape the grapple.
12.
12 unfortunately does not hit, so you are currently grappled again. And the crab will actually pull a bad move and turn the other way while holding you, and will use 20 movement speed to move here as you get into the darkness. Now, I should actually make this you guys can see what
Damn.
you're looking at. But
Well, I failed my con save, so the wolves go away.
oh, they do. Okay then.
Damn.
I'll just make it like this.
Can't wait till I go high enough level and I can get my resilient for con saves.
Oh yes. So I'll just keep one wolf in case you want to summon it again on the side. But otherwise, they're basically gone as the wolves disappear. Now, it is the end of the crab's turn, and it is William's turn. Now, since your last turn, the situation has gotten slightly better for Paws and slightly worse for Kumuk. What do you do?
Patrick really doesn't want to go in this tunnel, but it looks like there's no choice. So Patrick's going to move up into the tunnel. But, he'll move 20 feet up into here. And then I guess he'll move another 10 feet this way. And can I see the outline of the crab in this darkness?
Let's see. Yeah, you see it because of Kumuk's and it moving back through the tunnel, which is widening it enough for you to see it. And I think I just go ahead.
Kumuk, yell!
No, get your hands off me, you overgrown crustacean.
All right, so now that I heard Kumuk, I know where Kumuk is. So so I can just aim near Kumuk, but not at Kumuk. And I'm going to drop concentration on the create bonfire, obviously, so I can stand here.
Yeah.
And I'm going.
Oh
to
wait, I
cast,
forgot. He moved out of the bonfire, right? Oh wait,
but he has to end his turn inside it to make that take the damage.
Oh, okay, so that's how that works. Okay. Keep going. Yeah.
So first, I would like to make a history check to see if I know anything about crab people.
Okay, roll that.
Crab people walk
This is
like crab.
7. I
talk
guess I
like
don't know
people.
anything about crab people.
Yeah. Well, apart from what Zeke the bee pole told you earlier, what you can tell about crab people is that they are more similar to lobster people than either race would like to admit. But otherwise, there's nothing useful for battle here.
All right, so a 14 total check doesn't tell me much. I'm going to cast 3rd level magic missile, altering the element to lightning via the chromatic orb.
Yep, and lightning magic
Ooh,
missile.
maximum damage.
5.
Maximum damage. That's going to be 5 times 5, so 25 lightning damage.
Okay.
The carrying Kumuk.
Okay, 25 lightning damage to Crab 2, and with that, Crab 2 gets utterly fried and dies. Now, Kumuk, you are currently being carried by Crab 2, so make an acrobatics or athletics to like escape the grapple before it crushes you.
My checks with that have been very Hey, 18. That's
Okay,
pretty good.
you finally managed to spin yourself out of there as it kind of crunches into the cavern. Now, Williams, you've freed Kumuk, so I'll give you inspiration for that. And do you have anything else you want to do?
Use my spell action. Yep. Bonus action, Chalet my staff. Might as well. It's a cantrip.
Yeah.
And that'll be it.
Yeah. You know, I was wondering.
You don't need to recast Chalet. It lasts a minute, and it's not con.
It's not I could have sworn it's concentration.
Huh.
Oh no, it's not.
It's not. Oh, okay then. Yeah, that makes more sense. Otherwise, it would be too weak. Okay, so it's now Richard's turn, as the situation is quite better, and there's only one guy left.
Yeah, I'll make some attacks against him.
Okay.
That is a 25.
25 hits.
25 for...
You're rolling with
8
advantage
damage.
because you got flanking going on.
Oh yeah, right. So if you move here, that will be a straight line for flanking. Yeah. So yeah,
cool.
that hits, and you can roll again to see if you want to crit fish or not. But let me know what your damage is. 8, okay. So its head is gone, but its body is still moving and angry.
Next attack, I got a 23.
Yeah, that hits.
That is a 7.
Okay, and with that, looks like one of its whatchamacallits, you know, the thing that kind of grows out of the claw, like a bit of a thumb, kind of gets chipped off. And if that's the end of your turn, I'll move on to the next person.
I have one more attack,
Okay.
which I will make. And that is a 24.
A 24. Okay, that hits. Yep.
That's 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay. And 4 damage. That minus 4. Okay, with that, you managed to shave off a bit of its, like, what's it called? Leg hair things. And after that, it is Kumuk's turn.
Okay. Let's see. Finally got yanked off that crab, so I'm going to stand up and say, "Much appreciated for the assist. That was much too cramped, and
Yes,
I am
of
going
course.
to work to get
Let,
the smell
let
of
us finish
seafood."
this off.
Yes, I'm going to have to work to get the smell of seafood off me for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I much prefer the smell of maple to fish. And I will go around him, back into the corridor,
Yeah.
and what do I want to hit him with? I'll just hit him with a chill touch.
Okay. You're hitting the guy at the top, right?
Correct.
Okay.
10 misses.
10 misses, yeah.
Okay, that is it.
Okay. Now, before we go to pause turn, Richard, for your bonus action, were you using two-weapon fighting for your third attack or something else?
Yeah, I was using 2-weapon fighting.
Okay. The way it looks, it says that when you use the attack action, attack with a light, melee weapon. So let me check. The long sword is martial and versatile, but not light, and the flail is not light either. So you have to specifically choose a light weapon for that.
Does he have the feet?
Yes, I also took the dual wielder feat, which
Oh,
allows me to have
okay.
2-weapon fighting with any melee weapon.
Okay, I thought you took sentinel.
I took both. Since I'm a variant human.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're variant, right? I forgot about that. Okay, just checking.
Variant humans OP.
Yeah.
Okay, and pause. Go ahead.
All right, so Professor Puddlepaws is going to cast Mending again on the mech
Okay.
and get it 2d6 hit points back. Yeah, and that'll be 8 hit points back to the mech.
Okay. The mech is getting shinier by the mending casting.
All right, and then I'm going to order the mech to stomp again.
Okay,
So
go
the
ahead.
mech is gonna stomp. Stomp, stomp. Let's see. Not a d6. That would kind of suck.
Mm-hmm.
D20, roll. That's a 13 to hit.
13
not.
misses. 14 also misses. Okay.
Yeah, so mech tries to stomp, but the stomp misses.
Yeah, the floor is slippery as you are in a wetter part of the cavern.
All right. And if I move out, I'll get an opportunity attack. So,
Wait. I'm dumb.
What?
I forgot my let me double check. Yeah, my Sentinel feed.
Oh, right. I just
Yeah,
reminded you of that.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Well,
That's
you
all
can
right.
do it next session. Now,
Yeah.
okay, pause. Is your turn done, or have you done like the action for like your PC instead of like the Mac?
My action was casting mending.
Oh yeah, mending. Right. Okay. So in that case,
Yeah, and then the action for my mech was to stomp, and then my bonus action was to command to stomp.
right.
So yeah, that'll be the end of my
That'll
turn.
be the end of
Kinda
your turn.
lame.
Okay.
Kinda
So
lame, but you know,
yeah. So
did what I
now,
could.
on the crab's turn, it tries to do another claw attack, but I need everybody to make a let's see. Yeah, everybody make a survival check.
Survival.
I get an 18.
I used my sniffer.
18.
I used my sniffer.
Okay.
8. It is not Kumuk's day today, my god.
Oops,
my
I
snooter-
clicked the
is
wrong
my
button.
snooter applicable?
Your what?
My snooter. Is my snooter applicable?
Snooter as
My trunk, as in I'm smelling.
Oh, okay. Do you smell anything? Give me a second. I need to check something. This is taking a while to load, but it will be fine. Let's see. Survival. Okay, so that is a yep. And
is this gonna involve? Does it involve smelling?
For this one, you actually do. It does involve smelling, and you smell based
I
on
get
you.
advantage.
Yeah, you get advantage for that.
20.
Yeah. Okay.
Woo!
Nice. So you manage to smell, what is like mold and dirt filled with water, and what is like not beach water, but like unnaturally salted water, like salted with magic type of deal. And you think a bit about how the lobster folks' settlement wasn't entirely natural either. But that's more than enough for you to like get out of the way in the tunnel. And let's see, where did he go? Okay, so
Quick
first,
question.
yeah.
Finish that up first, and then I'll ask.
Okay, so first, the giant eel comes back and devours Crab Corpse 1. And then he comes to Patrick, but you got a good roll, so you managed to dodge out of the way. And Kumuk got an 8, so you are in the belly of the beast. Now, Richard's roll was an 18, so you managed to get out of the way. This crab got a 4, so he gets eaten and dies inside. And then for Paws, let's see, 18.
I also got an 18.
So you managed to get out of the way. And then the eel goes back into the darkness, and Kumuk is currently in the eel's stomach, and that's where we'll end today's session. Now, what were you wanting to say, Pumpkin?
Has 10 minutes passed?
At this point, yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, I just wanted to see if my detect magic was still up.
Okay. Well, you've already rolled it, so I mean, the thing isn't magical in itself. It's more like it's supposed to be a freshwater lake, but after the lobster folk got here, it became a saltwater lake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my question.
Okay. All right then. I'll just keep this wolf here in case you want to summon any more. And Kumuk is still alive, but inside the belly of this creature, and we will figure out what happens next session. Now,
He's about to make it very, very sick.
yeah. Now, because we are still in the middle of the Horizon type of dungeon, we will be like exploring, I believe. Next up is Catastia. I think that's how you pronounce it, and Baldland.
Yes, Catastia.
Yeah. And then so who wants to? Okay, Nut isn't here at the moment. So after we're done with this dungeon, do you want to explore your kingdom of Catastia, Pumpkin?
That sounds good.
Okay. So I will like make what I think it looks like based on the map, and then I'll like show it to you, and you can tell me if I'm missing any details, or you want to remove anything, or make anything look better. Oh yeah, and the session is over, so you can leave if you want, but I would prefer like a round of feedback for what you think about this one. So we'll start with Jeremy, who's new, and then we'll go down the list and then up the list again.
I thought it went good. I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no, nothing in particular.
Okay. And if you have any thoughts, we'll get back to you as we do the round robin a second time. And who's next on the list? Yeah, okay, Mega.
I would say this one was good. It had a bit more role playing between the two parties, and I could have made some smarter decisions, but my roles were just not with me today.
Yeah, oh yeah, I should end the
Okay.
stream now. I forgot about that. Okay, stop.